taking a chance having you on.
I get you.
I'm sorry. You grew up so Americanized, you don't even get
I know
terrorist
that.
jokes.
No, I don't.
You're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
why? Why is there brown people around us? What's going on?
You know what? Hey, my birthday. You know what it is?
That's cool though. I didn't
9/11.
stop.
Shut up.
No, it's not.
All right, yeah.
Fucking Christ.
That'd be
Oh, you guys
great.
don't even get it.
No, we got it.
This
bro.
is good. This is gonna be good.
Yeah, it should be
So,
fun.
thank you for having me.
Of course, bro. We
I
love
almost
you.
called-
I didn't know you were adopted.
Yeah.
That's lit.
I'm the
How
second
old
of-
were you when you?
at birth.
Nice.
I was left. I was born and I was left at a hospital.
And
doorstep.
there happened to be a white family in India that adopted you.
No, they went through I was left on a doorstep at a hospital.
In India, though.
Yeah, and my parents already adopted my older sister from India, and they were looking to adopt a second one. And
Were they just searching for like
just
left kids?
pretty like
Just
just,
not
I don't know,
Like, oh, fucking
you know.
abandoned babies, India.
Hey,
But I made it here.
Moses was left in a basket, sent down the river.
See? So,
Moses, aka my predecessor, right?
Yeah.
Joshua. It's from the Bible.
Do you remember India at all?
No.
No, nothing.
Bro, he was a newborn. He said.
Well, I don't know how long they stayed in India.
I was over there for 10 months, but most of it was just been in the hospital trying to keep me alive. I was like malnourished as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I almost died.
That's fucked up.
Damn, bro. Good for you. That's what a dope man. Just another reasons Americans are fucking the best, dude. Like we're just going and saving
Right.
lives of malnourished
Right.
little Indian babies.
And bringing me here, and then bringing me to the American culture, and now I'm sitting here in Johnson, Rhode Island on a
Imagine
Friday.
that. You went
Yeah.
from malnourished to podcast.
Right?
I've
I'm a podcast star. This is
back to back weeks.
back-to-back weeks. I was on Jay's today. It's a lot.
Oh,
Yeah?
really?
Yeah.
How was that?
yeah. Good. He got into all
shit.
bullshit. Yeah.
I like it. I
A
like
lot
it.
of fucking bullshit. So
I like it.
I like talk. Like this is cool. I hate public speaking, but this is
You like socializing,
yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah. I just like having a couple beers and just
hanging
you know?
out.
Couple. We're gonna have more than a
This
couple.
is
but
exactly what we.
So, what is the ancestry of your parents then? Like, are they
Um,
Irish? They
My mom's.
Oh, I'm like,
yeah,
Jimmy, I'm so stupid.
Well, my birth parents or my adopted parents. My mom's
like, yeah.
Irish, and my dad's French Canadian Italian. So that last name Paquette's French Canadian, I guess. So,
I thought it was
Right.
Indian.
yeah.
That makes sense.
Hey, Shaquille O'Neal's Irish.
I mean, people typically if they see like my resume, and they say Justin Paquette, they think like some white French Canadians.
Right, like
coming.
you get
And then
hired
I'm-
on this
and then-
before you show up, and then like, wait a second.
and I stand up and go, "Hey, that's me," and they go, "Fuck."
Let me ask
You
you,
got
like
catfished.
that whole thing is that like a thing for you though? Like internally, is that something that you think about, or it's not trauma to you, is it?
No,
Because you're too young.
no, it's
you don't know any better, right?
nothing like that. It's not like a traumatization.
Right,
It's
right, right,
It's
right.
a
There's no void in your heart like that makes you feel like, oh man, my parents didn't want me. This
no,
sucks.
no, because my parents.
A lot of people feel that way.
My parents now, which I'll call my parents forever. Of
course.
Of course.
They gave me an opportunity, right?
I've always felt that kids that are adopted or people that are adopted are loved even more.
Sure.
Because listen, I love my mom. She's the best, but she just had to have me. She didn't pick me out of a lineup. Like you were hand selected by these people to be their kid.
I was like a lottery pick or something.
Yeah.
If you said, I
More like a draft pick.
right.
you know?
My second, so I'm the second, but like all the other brothers and sisters are adopted too. We have seven.
Your adopted sister is not your actual
No,
biological
not by
sister.
blood.
Okay,
Nope,
I thought
not
that
at
Do
was.
you have biological siblings?
How would he know?
I do.
don't know.
Do you know?
because-
Have you ever tracked down your biological
Never,
parents?
never,
So how do you know?
because there came up paperwork and shit.
Oh damn! You got bit like a puppy. You just got like
Kind of.
That's
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
wild.
Like one of those like survivor
Pure-
dogs
he's
from
like
Tennessee or
purebred.
whatever. Yeah.
That's sick.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
A
like,
rescue
here-
dog. A rescue
Here's an
dog.
Indian. He's got all his shots. You're able to take him.
Yeah.
You can take him home
Yeah.
today. That's wild.
Yeah. So quick backstory about me. But now I'm just me.
Yeah.
And I love life and I love people.
You know what's crazy is that when I was younger,
I hate people, but-
so my father being Irish, my mother being Filipino, us living in Florida at the time, we would get really dark, and my father would walk with me and my brother like through the hospital,
Mm-hmm.
and people would ask him like, "Hey, how much did you pay for them?" Talking about we're he's our
Wow.
biological
How much
father,
did you
but
pay
he's
for
like a
him?
big burly white guy, and we get not as dark as you, but
Yeah.
Pretty
yeah,
dark.
Yeah. Like, yeah. It's like Mediterranean dark.
you
right?
always wonder like, hey, what if I am adopted? I guess it doesn't matter though.
What if it's not even adopted? What if it's just
What?
you never really know. If it's really your dad. What's cool? No, I'm joking, obviously. But so now DNA tests like are a thing.
Yeah.
you know, women having affairs and having different kids. No man wants a baby that's not theirs. Back in the day, I forgot where I saw this or read it, but it was so interesting to me that when babies are born, they look so much like the father as kind of nature's way of a DNA test. Because back then you wouldn't know, you know?
I always think like babies are ugly
How do
All
you know?
babies are
Like,
ugly.
most babies
until
look
they
all the
start getting
same.
like fat.
you know?
And but like when they're first born, they're like, what is that? It looks like an alien.
Little slimy
Yeah, right,
cone
it is,
head.
right?
yeah.
Yeah,
They
both
look.
my
They're
kids were
supposed to
super
look like their
ugly.
fathers.
That's that's what I was reading or watching or something.
They're
Is
supposed to.
that's why. Well, not like babies when they're born. Look, help me out here, bro. Back me up so I'm not rambling like an idiot. But yeah, when babies are small, they look like their father, and that was kind of proof to the father that hey, this is actually my child. That way they don't kill it, you know? Because I mean, there was no real way to tell if it was actually your kid other than how it looks.
I mean, if a white couple has a black baby, there's questions.
I'm talking about primitive back in days, before
Gotcha.
black people were
like
invented, dude.
Neanderthals. Yeah. First men type of shit.
Yeah.
Because they cared about that stuff back in the day.
Of course, bro. I mean, listen, it was even more then, Now we're a little more,
Loose with it.
loose or advanced, however you'd say. I mean, back then it's, lineage was everything.
Yes. Yeah. No, right. Bloodlines and all that stuff, right?
Humans, no baby. Would you look up how babies were made? What is this?
How do you make babies?
Google videos.
How did our ancestors? Yo, you really do suck at Googling, bro.
How would you word it?
Just put
How would you word it?
Was
babies
what?
look
How
like
did our ancestors
fathers,
know if a baby was theirs?
primitive tribe. I don't know, bro. Like you just
yeah, exactly.
you
Just
find,
ask the question.
you find the weirdest way to Google shit.
How about
How did our ancestors
primitive
make
baby
babies?
identification?
Primitive
yeah.
baby DNA test.
You take the long way home, man. This is
That's becoming like a running gag now that he's our guy and he's the worst Googler ever. He doesn't know. how
See,
to
they
Google
look all
shit.
like little Neanderthals.
It's like imagine if you
Nah, we
wanted
love
ice
Brandon.
cream right now near us. Brandon would go,
Is there ice cream near us?
"No, you wouldn't, bro." I feel like you'd be like, "How is ice cream made and how fast can I get it where I am?"
What is the ice cream Josh is talking about?
yeah.
Give me a better way to word it.
Ice cream, you scream. We all scream
I
for
would
ice
love
cream near me.
I'm sorry, man. I feel like Brandon's getting a little mad at me. My bad. We love you. Just
Now you're
But we
Asian,
love
right?
you.
He's Asian.
Just pull ChatGPT.
He's Asian. Asians ride together, man.
Appreciate it. I mean, he's Asian too.
Why are you Asian? Oh, Indian,
India,
of course, yeah.
yeah. You don't think of it like that, but yeah. You can
Nah,
say it.
Don't get me started.
Why? Say it.
No. We were just we were
We're
talking
gonna
about Asians geographically versus like the Oriental people.
But you're Asian, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I used to put other on that, like when I was a kid, like, other on those like tests and stuff. I'm not Asian, but
I don't know if
really am, I guess. The older you get, the more mature you get.
what do you put on it, Brandon? Do you put like Pacific Islander, or no? You're not Pacific Islander, but
He's
Filipinos.
Cambodian.
Filipinos,
Yeah.
Asian. Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes I put Pacific Islander. Sometimes I put Asian. I don't know.
I put Pangean.
True.
I'm from Pangea.
Pangea.
You know what that is?
No.
No.
I think you do. I don't know. If you do.
I don't know, please.
I don't
elaborate.
know for sure, but I think it's before the continent split. It was just one body
land.
of land.
It's not called Pangea.
It was. It's
Was
not
it?
anymore.
I thought it was
It's not
something. Was it? Okay. All
What do you
right.
think it was called?
It began with a P. I thought it was something else.
Pussy?
Like Batora or something.
Patora?
Yeah, I don't know.
Plethora?
Why'd you say pussy?
Said it began with a P.
But when all the
How do you
continents,
spell
before
pussy?
the continental plates, no, the tectonic,
Tectonic
plates.
plates.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
Pangea.
Yeah, what's crazy is if anybody around in those days had pedometers, they would know that was about to happen.
So stupid.
I can't even get it out.
yeah, just like if they had a DNA test back in the day, they know if their kid was theirs or not. Not said, oh, this looks like that, and it's okay.
Yeah, I mean that's how you
And they
would
could
know
Google
if the
search
kid
it
is
too.
mine.
You know,
Yeah, while the Google, they just ask the elders.
right?
Bro, having access to information now is so wild. Everything we want. Like, look,
It's a gift and a curse.
you just learned something. You didn't know it was
Why a
called
curse?
Pangea. Now it is.
because people use technology for maliciousness, bad, bad
Like what?
intent.
Oh, like
Nefarious
fake
reasons.
child porn
nefarious
and
reasons.
shit.
Yeah, just stupid shit, Like,
Bullying, cyberbullying.
yeah.
But you know what? That
Scamming people.
that has never changed in the history of meaning like
Yeah,
they always have.
People have been using the internet for malicious shit since the history of men.
Yeah, correct. But now I feel like since it's been around for a while,
Shaking your head.
everybody's using it. You know, everybody's using it, right?
Everybody's using it, but I think you probably still have the same like percentage of people that are using sources of information to grow themselves, you know, be more intelligent than most of the people just waste time.
We're
But that's always
definitely
been
more
like that.
intelligent.
Yes. Yeah.
Did I move the camera? No, you see what I mean is, you know, throughout history, it wasn't always all of the population that wanted to become scholars and read books. You know, most people just fucked around and wasted time and died.
Oh, of course.
You know, where now a lot of us still just waste time.
And die.
What?
Yeah, like most people just fucked around, wasted time, and died. Like,
Well, because I mean, bro,
What do they do?
if you know 100 people, would you say the majority of them spend all of their time trying to learn and educate themselves on different matters? No.
I don't know, man, but I don't remember that reading.
Okay,
that in the
let me ask
history
you this:
books.
Do you think
Everybody
more?
just waited around?
Do you think
like I
more
died?
people use their phone to scroll social media or to read books on education?
Social media.
Okay,
Yeah, absolutely.
100%.
that's what I'm saying. I thought what I was
100%.
saying was
But
pretty cut and dry.
even social media though, that's a medium for information and learning.
It can be.
I use Twitter. Honestly, I use Instagrams for just, you know,
I think it's fascinating.
smokes and stuff. But Twitter, I follow a lot of news and sports reporters and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't like, you
old are you?
compartmentalize. How old do you think I am?
30.
Thank you. 39.
You're 39.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
I was
You know
born.
what they say?
Little bitch.
I was born in 84. I know.
I'm just
Damn.
kidding.
How old are you?
I'm 44.
Yeah, there you go. Old ass fart. Yeah.
No.
I look
just-
good for my age. Indians
Yeah, you
don't
do.
crack. Brown don't crack.
You do. You look young. That's why.
Brown don't frown.
Brown don't. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Did you remember like before the internet when we had
Yeah.
like Britannica
So
encyclopedias
Yes.
and shit? That's
Yeah.
how we used
I
to
remember people we all have to go to libraries and or
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
the school library to do like research on stuff.
Remember looking up like before computers, we had to
The Dewey
open the
Decimal,
fucking
the Dewey
drawers.
Decimal System. Yeah, I remember
That's
that.
Fucking crazy.
And you had to learn that in the fourth
want
grade,
some?
where you're like, yeah,
yeah, let's
You have
give
a
him
glass?
a drink.
Yeah.
Jeez, sorry, man.
no worries.
Can you give him some ice?
On the rocks,
On the rocks?
on the stones, please, as Andrew says.
Yeah, I think it's fucking amazing that we have like we have literally all this information at our fingertips.
Brandon?
Like my daughter being 13, your kids, they're way smarter
Bro, I've already told you, don't
Then-
talk about my kids.
than what we were when we
Allegedly.
were 13, you know, when we were 14.
Right,
Like, they're
right.
way, way more intelligent. They're exposed to so much more.
Intelligent, I don't know. But actually, I would agree.
But their attention
I
spans,
think I disagreed with you just
Right.
I feel like it's within like 10 seconds up flip.
Well, that's
Right,
just
right,
by the nature of the world now. You can fit so much more content in a more condensed period of time.
Yeah.
In a short amount of words too.
Like
yeah.
even it's going to the extent of when you watch these YouTube videos or these TikToks, whatever the videos are, people cut them to remove just those momentary pauses. You know, and like you can see them, they're chopped together. So it's like ba 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 ba. You know, there's no cadence to that conversation. It's just, hey man, every second is so valuable. Let's get it in.
Right.
You know, so this
Like
video
we have
doesn't get
more
skipped.
time now because every information is bang, 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 bang. We have more time now to actually apply ourselves and learn, but we just decide, recreational time. In society, I think that, and I'm guilty. Like I think I'm guilty as much as anybody.
Maybe more.
At night I might lie on the couch and be like, instead of reading a book tonight, I'm gonna scroll through Twitter.
I think there are advantages of reading books and stuff like that. I think it makes you more articulate.
I still like reading books.
I still like reading books too.
I love like the tangible books. I can't do like the ebooks.
I will never do an ebook. I
No,
can listen
no.
to
Thank
an
you.
audio book.
You can?
But if I enjoy listening to audiobooks, and here's why. I mean, if you listen to music, whether you like the song or not, you listen to it enough, you're gonna remember those words. You're
Of
gonna
course.
be able to
Yes,
recite
yes,
them.
yes.
So the same thing applies to what the content that I'm putting in, instead of music, whether it's sales podcasts or audiobooks on, just accountability, discipline, health, just all of these things. If I continue to put that content in, it's going to get stuck in there some way or another.
Right.
But when actually reading a book, I would never do like a Kindle or an e-reader or even on my phone.
No.
I want to feel the page.
So do
You know?
I.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I could not. It'd be very hard.
I
for me
want to
read.
highlight. I want to underline something.
I want to go back and reread. Like if I'm on a page and I say, "Wait, I missed that. Let me," or I didn't miss it, but I didn't understand that. Let me go back a page and.
What's the
instead-
best book you ever read?
I mean,
You can.
I don't know. I might
Are you
have
guys
some-
avid readers or?
define avid. How many
I don't
books a
know.
month?
Yeah, I
10
guess,
books a month?
I'm not an avid reader. I do read
I'm
more.
not really an avid reader either.
I do
but-
read more in the summer than
What's
in
an
the winter.
avid? You have to
I
define
don't know.
avid.
Yeah, I kind of just said that. Like, you know,
You
there's
a
some people
professional.
that you meet. They're like, oh,
Like a
you know,
professional reader.
They read like
A book
2
a
books a
week.
week.
Like there
yeah.
are some people that can read like
That's not
that,
me.
and
I would say I read between
Read or listen to.
two a month. Combination of both.
that's more than me.
2 a month, maybe.
That's more than me.
No, I'm probably right around there too.
I don't know if I could say favorite is tough because there's favorite like it was the most interesting and entertaining.
Yep.
There's a favorite
Nonfiction,
like it was.
fiction?
I want to start reading more fiction because from what I've been hearing from avid readers, I guess you could say, or educators, is that reading more fiction actually helps you become more articulate and more creative.
Oh yeah, I can definitely see that.
When you can get, because right now it's easy for me to read for educational value.
Right, right,
and,
right.
and like selfishness almost, you know,
Right,
like
yeah.
I'm benefiting from this.
Right.
But I'm not
It's not
really, I don't
selfishness.
really read for entertainment, which is what I'd like to do.
Right. You know, I'm the same exact
know?
way. I've never read for just solely entertainment purposes.
Right.
I've never experienced that.
My girl, but she's like the opposite. You'll never catch her reading a book about, you know,
Like spiritual
leadership or
biography,
building
yeah,
a business
yes.
or a biography.
Yeah, yeah.
But she reads all that, you know, like the lady porn that they read. You know,
50 Shades or whatever.
all of that shit, bro. Like
Yeah,
I'll just be
yeah.
like, "Oh, you got a new book? Nice." His throbbing cock inserted my wet, slippery holes. I'm like, okay, I'm done with this book.
No, you're
Dr.
you're still
Seuss.
reading.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
Red dick, green dick, one
One dick, blue dick.
nice dick, mean dick.
instead of hop on pop, it's
you,
hop
Reed.
on cock or something. Yeah, yeah.
What you want? Green eggs and nuts?
You're like, no, I don't want green dick and balls.
I
Oh, shit.
I do, Josh. I do want to ask something. You had the Game of Thrones book. Was it Ring of Fire?
A
In your
Tale
office?
of Two Dragons. I don't know.
Yeah,
bro.
but did you read that?
I have not yet.
Right.
But I bought that
Name
with
10
the intent
books.
to read it.
See, I would rather
Name 10
me,
books right now. Name 10 books.
me personally.
You don't know that clip, bro.
Can we
This
play that
bitch,
clip?
this bitch can't name the run book. You've never
I want to
seen
see
that
this.
clip,
But
bro?
yeah, can I see it?
Brandon, you know the clip?
Please bring that up. It was viral. That
name
dude's
one
viral.
book. Name one book.
Name 10 books.
We're not gonna hear it.
Oh, yeah, that's
Telling
right.
gotta get
OF girls'
Fuck,
names.
man.
Oh,
Nah, it's just
Yeah,
this
it was
kid
the OF girl. Oh, there he
right
is.
there. This little fuck just torches this broad.
Yeah.
oh no, I have seen this. Yeah,
Yeah, this is great.
Oh, it's an ad, bro. I gotta log into the other account here. I pay for the ad-free version, and I don't even use it.
She said, "Are you serious?"
His face just looks pissed off all the time.
All
You
yeah.
got resting bitch face.
He comes in heated.
Look, Jay, they got a lighty thing too.
Hey, they do.
Bunch of smokes on the other side, and he's just sitting 2 chairs down.
And they got that room decked out with
No
lighting and shit,
shit.
huh?
I've never seen that.
Yo, this video is an hour and 39 minutes long, bro. Can you find the clip?
Are you guys trying to shut me out? It's like, hey,
Like, all
oh,
right,
JP's born. Let's just like play this 139.
Read 10 books. I guess, did you find the clip?
they don't know how to read.
Yes, I do.
It's in a book.
My hero.
Tell him. she's trying to save face.
And he knew. That's what makes it baller. That's what makes it baller. Is he knew it, and because immediately, right? I watch Game of Thrones, so even though I haven't read the book, you know that I'm not entirely full of shit because you said that, and I'm like, well, that's not what
I
it's
just know.
called.
But
my immediate reaction was like, I know it's called like
I
a
knew it
song
wasn't
of
the
dancing dragon.
It,
gods
I
or
think it's
something.
Ring of Fire.
He actually starts naming them too.
Yeah,
Name 10 books. Fine.
classic.
Name 3 books.
I read the Game of Thrones. That's not a book. It's not.
Yo,
The Game of Thrones is like
on that, do you
series.
still have audio
It's
from
like
the computer
3 books
feeding
together or
into that
something.
as a?
No, that only went to the TV.
Oh, okay.
I just changed it to
I mean,
Oh, so you just did it so we could hear it? Nice. Good shit. We got to get headphones. But anyways.
what's your favorite books? You guys want to talk about books for a second? I got my 2.
I think I have recency bias, though, because one of the most impactful books ever was The Fifth Agreement. That's going to be up there. And then I think the other one would probably be this Art of Closing a Deal.
Nice. Well, that's relevant to you too.
What did you
know?
like about it? Like, what was it revelatory for you? Were there certain just like nugget
Which
after
one?
nugget after nugget?
Closing the
Art
deal.
of whatever.
Art of Closing a Deal?
Yeah.
I'd have to Google the Cliff Notes. No, I'm kidding. It's just very, very specific.
It must have resonated to you, like, oh shit,
Yeah.
like,
Because that's your world.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, being in
yeah.
sales this
That's
long.
your moneymaker. Yeah.
Think about it as you're a law student, just kind of like learning
Mm-hmm.
law
Right,
books,
right.
just how to properly engage and how to listen to customers.
the little
and
things, right?
how
Yeah,
to,
yeah,
exactly how to
yeah.
do the little things, how to do the actual work instead of pretending to be busy. Just
And not-
discipline and
Not over
note-taking,
talking the sale,
goals,
all
yeah.
that stuff. Wait,
Right.
listen.
How to go a second. You
the
know what's
pauses
crazy,
in
right? is-
between. Yeah.
well, it's not even so much more about the pauses in between. That's, speaking in itself. You learn things like that are effective. I just did it. I don't know. if
I
you
know.
you
I know.
fucking
I
waited
was
for
gonna
that
call
one.
you out, but this is your
Yeah.
podcast. I don't want to.
No, call me out. This is when you're on, it's our podcast.
Absolutely.
It's a J3 podcast now.
Calm the
J3.
fuck down.
I like it.
J2 plus the I. Yeah, so surprisingly, right, when you read sales
racist.
books, it's got to be racist. That's one of our titles. When you read sales books or you watch sales videos, salespeople have a bad reputation because the stereotype of a sales guy is, sleazeball, slick back hair,
yeah.
trying to push you something
Fancy
you don't need.
suit. Yeah.
So
Pinky
when you
rings
think,
and-
Yes.
yeah.
All that bullshit. Yeah. Oh, can I swear?
So
No,
when you
there's no
think,
swearing on this
yeah,
podcast.
calm the fuck down.
Cut that.
When you but when you actually learn from the top salespeople, what they focus on is quite the opposite, and it's what we're preached to all the time, which is
like the
provide
Cardones and all
exceptional
that. Yeah.
customer service. Do what's in the best interest for the customer. If your product isn't, don't sell it to them. Listen to what their needs are before you just push them a product. So when you really deal with salesmen at the top of their game, you're never dealing with that shady guy, that sleazy guy that's going to give you
don't have
something
to.
you don't need. Right, you shouldn't be.
They'll
And
walk
those
away from the
guys-
sale, right?
Well, those guys are just never the best. So you should always. It's funny because
Thank you.
like the overall idea might be, all right, if I'm talking to a sales guy and he's making a ton of money or he's really successful, it means he's probably signing up everybody. So it's something shady's got to be going on. But really what you want is if you're going to do business with a salesperson, you want to do business with the best salesperson, the guy that's closing the most deals. Because the way he's there is not because he's just burning through people and counting them as numbers. He's at that place because he provides a level of service that allows customers to refer their friends and
Yes.
family members because they trust him, and his follow-up and his follow-through
And they were
is
taken
important.
care of.
Exactly.
Right, through the process.
Right.
No matter what. Yeah.
So those two, I think, the Fifth Agreement, again, love it. Might be a little recent there because I've read it twice
What's
in
the
the past
main
6 months.
the Fifth Agreement? What is the main message? The main
message is probably, if I had to sum it up, would be how to live your life in a way that is going to give you emotional balance, and find true inner peace. Maybe not happiness, but, peace and balance.
interesting. Okay.
Because going through them, right, is be impeccable with your word. It's the first
Right.
agreement, which is just a good thing everybody should have because
Yes.
your word is valuable, and it's
Yes.
something as simple as, hey, I'm going to help you move this Saturday.
Right.
That means when Saturday comes up, it doesn't matter if I change my mind. You have my word. My word is
You gotta
valuable.
follow through. Yeah.
Right.
And how much value people take in that word too. Because I read so one of my books, I don't mean to cut you off, but one
Yeah.
of my top two is the Four Agreements. I haven't read the Fifth Agreement. Sorry, not yet.
Okay.
But I read the Four Agreements maybe like twice, maybe 3 times a year.
What's your
What did you
favorite
get out of it?
agreement?
I got a lot. It's such a self-introspective book.
Yeah.
Where like you go deep into yourself and realize it starts with you.
Yeah, but
And
what else too is it's very easy to. I'm telling you, you've had
it's
conversations
so
with
simple.
me.
The Four Agreements
Okay.
are so simple. Like
Yeah.
go ahead, but like I'm just saying they're so simple. Like the book breaks it down. It's like, all right, this is why you should be like this
Yeah.
because of
Probably
this.
shit you already know that, but you
but
just
you don't
you don't
really
realize you know
and then you actually
Yeah.
focus on that stuff and you really dedicate yourself to practice
Yes.
those agreements.
Exactly.
And next
like
thing
what?
you know,
Give-
you're
give
living.
us an example. One.
So
Don't take it. Let me
go
interrupt
ahead.
here.
Yeah.
Don't take anything personal. Which you've kind of been. You've seen me in conflicts where it'd be very easy to react in an emotional way and get upset with the way somebody acted or the way
Sure.
somebody treated me.
Sure.
But what happens is when you follow the concept of don't take anything personal, it allows you to realize, hey, this person was an asshole. It's not because of me.
Right.
This
Something
person was an
else.
asshole because something that's going on with them. Because they're upset or they're whatever that issue is doesn't change who I am. And when you can do that, bro, you're not as upset as like you used to be.
Yeah, yeah.
You're
yeah.
able to just again maintain that balance and maintain.
So you guys
your
are talking about more self, not self
awareness,
Like
self-awareness.
introspective books, self-awareness,
Emotional
books,
awareness.
yeah,
I love
emotional
those.
intelligence type of books. Yeah.
But my favorite book, which it actually it's labeled fiction, which is ironic because I just said that I don't read a lot of fiction, but was the Da Vinci Code by Dan Brown. So the storyline is fiction, right? Like the characters, whatever. But the facts of the book, if you actually read the book, it was so interesting to learn about the divine feminine and all of how religion ties in with art, ties in with secret societies and stuff like that. Those things were all factual, but the storyline around it to make it
Pop of like
Exactly,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
I thought Tom Hanks wrote that.
Tom Hanks
Yeah.
didn't write it.
Oh,
No,
he
just-
started in the movie.
Jesus Christ.
The movie did not do it justice whatsoever. If you ever read the book, you will learn so fucking much about just history, biblical references, that kind of thing. I don't know if you're Christian or not or whatever. Not that you have to be, but if you revere those, little factoids or nuggets, whatever. Definitely a great, great, great book to read. I've read it probably 4 or 5 times. Every time I read it, I always like, oh shit, I didn't know that.
Right.
I must have missed that the first time.
Yeah.
But it's very, very interesting.
That's because and a lot of people say, and like you just mentioned, the movie didn't do justice. A lot of people say, oh, the movie, like people who read books, the
Yeah.
movie or the TV show, you have to read the book, And I can't imagine, like going back to Game of Thrones, I couldn't imagine because I don't read fiction.
right.
Right.
How
it's
could you picture and visualize and create
all
that in your
that
head?
stuff, right? I couldn't do that. I couldn't bring it out to life in entertaining value.
You
Where
can.
I could, but like not to that extent. I mean, if I was a creative person, I guess you. But like, I admire people who can read that type of stuff and make it pop out of the page.
Well, that's the thing. So I started reading all of Dan Brown's novels because
What other ones did he have?
Origin, Deception, about the CIA, about
And these are all fiction or nonfiction.
so again, the storyline is all fiction,
But he makes
but
actual
all the
real
facts
event-
of the book, like
He just
are all facts. And
that's a good writer.
Really interesting.
He makes real facts around fictional people
Yes.
and has to have
It's like
those
you're
characters
learning,
deal with that.
And
fact.
somebody created a story around it. So
That's cool.
The
That's-
story is fiction, but the facts of the book are it's just very, very interesting.
It's like those movies that are based on a true story,
Yeah, to some
Yeah.
degree.
inspired by true events.
Yes,
It's hard to when you make a movie, let's say a Da Vinci Code, to capture all of the nuggets and
Yes.
all of those factoids to put that in a movie. Like you don't get the real like, oh shit, man, this guy's onto something, or that kind of thing. It just looks like a movie, and you're like, man, this movie sucks. The movie did suck, but the book is absolutely fucking. It was revelatory to me. I didn't realize a lot of things about and I'm into those.
You have
kind
a
of things.
copy?
Yeah, I do.
I'll check that
it's a
out.
big one
yeah.
too, right? It's
Yeah.
yeah.
But secret societies,
Pictures
and all
or
that
no?
shit. No pictures. Pop-up pictures. Turn the page.
The scratch and
picture.
sniff book.
It's a picture book. You just
But I'm
interpret
into
the
that. Like
pictures.
that's a personal thing I'm into. I'm
Yeah.
into secret societies and all that shit.
And that's what like books. Like people go like, "Oh, books are outdated," but they're still bestsellers. People, it relates
How
to
can a
people.
Who says books are outdated?
Like there's because it's all people don't read that much anymore.
Right, that's right.
You know, they listen
Not
to
as much as they used to.
they listen to podcasts more.
they can get
You know,
information a lot faster
Yes,
and-
yeah, they
I read.
Google
I
search
read
stuff.
now more than I ever have. But
So do I.
audio books still count as like reading a book. I bet that
I don't count it as reading a book.
How could you not? We have the same information.
I'm kidding.
Oh.
You listen to a book. I read it.
I do both, but it just depends on the circumstance.
Sure,
so let's say this, right? You and I read the same amount of books, but in the car you listen to music. I listen to those books. Who's containing more or retaining more of that information?
Well, that's very individual.
That-
Depending on how
it's-
you
it's-
learn.
I'm
it's
talking
by
about if
people.
anybody.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
I mean,
if there's all right, so let's go with this
I
route.
learn
then.
more
Let's say there's
visually
two.
than audibly.
There are two Justin Peckett's, right? You're the exact same person, but there's two of you.
Don't drop my last
One
name.
of you, I'm sorry.
No, I'm kidding.
Well, we're gonna put it in. One of
gonna
you
put it in Justin
only
Paquette.
reads the book, right?
Yeah.
You read the book, it takes you a week, but you only read it at night when you have time, whatever.
Yeah.
The
Or on
other version
beach
of
in
you
the summer.
reads the exact same amount of time, but also listens to it while he's in the car. You don't think unequivocally he's just going to retain more of that than the other version of you that doesn't listen to it?
No, not at all. No.
That's crazy.
It depends on how you learn.
No, it's the same person we're talking about here.
But me personally, I wouldn't be able to take the knowledge from listening.
So you think it adds zero value whatsoever if you listen to a book for 5 hours a week?
Me personally,
You wouldn't
I think there's
memorize any
value
of
there.
it.
no. It's
Justin,
not
what-
zero value.
That's the only point that I was
There's
trying
value,
to make.
but it's
of
not as
course.
much value as me reading it.
No,
Because
I'm
that's
not
the way
disagreeing with that.
That's
You
the way
definitely
I,
retain
like-
more. No, everybody
was
will
born in the
retain
80s.
more
I
if you
read.
read it.
Yeah.
You'd retain even more if you wrote it.
Yes.
You know,
That's how I used to
It's
study in
writing,
college.
reading, and then seeing.
Now you're using just more senses.
Right.
I mean, how I studied in college was I rewrote
What'd you go to school for?
marketing.
Oh, okay. Nice.
And shame on me, I graduated in 07 marketing, my marketing degree. So outdated. I mean, the principles and concepts are there, but it's all social media now and all that stuff. So it's
Right.
like, what the hell? Like 3 years later, I'm like, all right.
Well,
You know, we're talking
that's-
about. Oh,
And
sorry.
I
go ahead.
hate marketing
Yeah,
now. You know,
I
I
think
don't like
that's
it.
that's something that a lot of people fail to realize. Though, when you learn something, you're not done.
No.
Times change,
No.
technology changes, trends change, the way people think and the knowledge that consumers have changed. You have the degree to get, like shows that, hey, I've proven that I put in the time and effort to learn about this field. It doesn't mean that you're immune to adapting as the field changes.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know?
100%.
course.
Yeah.
Like poker. We play poker a lot. And you could be
Oh,
an
but-
amazing poker player
go.
10 years ago, but the game evolves and
Have
changes. And if
changed.
you're not fucking changing with it, you're going to be
Yes.
left behind.
It's like a new age and all
Yeah.
that stuff, you know?
Right.
Um,
Like, think of football, bro. If you're just a pocket passer and you can't run, your value as a QB can change as it turns to more of a mobile quarterback league or vice versa.
I'm a huge Patriots fan. Love the Patriots. Love Belichick to death,
Mm-hmm.
but he's not.
You like Mac Jones?
No.
Did you hear what I
think,
what I said to
I think they should have drafted
Mike?
Justin Fields.
That'd be nice.
But that's the new age quarterback, the dual threat.
Wait,
the,
hold on. Wait. When you say new age quarterback, you talking about
The
you talking about
dual-
Justin Fields? You talking about
the dual
Mac
threat.
Jones?
No. Like the Justin Fields are like the
The ability
Mahomes,
to run
yeah,
too.
Yeah.
to extend the pocket, to extend the play, all
Yeah.
that stuff.
It
Move
used
the
to
pocket,
be-
extend the play.
It used to be kind of outliers, like your Michael Vick. So
Yes,
your,
yeah, exactly.
even who was another one? Like even
Like Randall
think
Cunningham back in
Randall
the
Cunningham
day.
back in
yeah,
the day.
Yeah, you
you know,
know,
Yeah.
Steve McNair.
Yeah.
could
He
move.
was
Yeah,
he was
Steve
like a
McNair.
running back.
right, right, and those were like, oh, okay,
just random. But now, the majority of the top guys, you got to
Are-
be mobile.
are all
you know?
moving.
Well, let me ask you
even
this.
lower tier guys, like
They're all moving.
what's his name for the Bills? Josh
Allen.
Josh
well,
Allen.
No, Josh Allen's a mover
So
too.
I'm not a
But
big.
that's what I'm saying. He's not even considered
he's a
one of
big
the
guy
top
too.
5
Yeah,
running
yeah.
quarterbacks, but he still can move.
right.
I don't follow sports like crazy, but so was Tom Brady was he known to be
No,
mobile?
he's
Was
a pocket. He's a
I mean,
pocket
like,
passer.
I know he's an
1,000-yard
amazing
rusher.
Straight-
I know he's an amazing quarterback.
in,
1,000-yard career rusher.
in 22 years.
The man has an arm.
He
but
might-
Can he also?
No, you know what he had
you
was,
could probably-
was
He wasn't
this.
a Randall Cunningham.
You
No,
could probably
no.
put Tom Brady down as the least mobile quarterback ever, bro.
Did you see
because
his,
he was just an amazing fucking thrower, right?
well,
Is that accurate?
reading the field? He didn't even have the strongest arm. He just always
yeah.
his decision
When
making
you say
was
strongest, like mean he couldn't throw the farthest, or are you talking about
he couldn't throw the
Yeah, like
farthest. Yeah,
distance.
But he was
was.
accurate as fuck. or-
accurate, but also decision making,
timing too. Timing.
timing,
He
decision
would
making.
he would unleash the ball 0.5 seconds before the receiver broke his route and knew it was going to get there.
So is it
He's
safe
gonna
to
be
You
say?
know how
here.
hard that is to just turn and
Yes.
make sure your hands are there.
Is it
But
safe
that's
to say
practice,
that
that's like,
he
you
is
repetition.
comparable to, let's say, because I always look at Steph Curry that way, where like if you give him a second to look at the rim, you're done. You're fucked. If
Yeah.
you give a second to Tom Brady to look down the field,
with
you're
this
fucked.
window, with this window, yeah, Tom Brady, yeah,
Is that safe to say?
You
or
are
is that
effed.
like
But
a
I
weird
wouldn't even say
comparison?
he's not the most accurate passer ever.
no, but it was all timing.
Yeah,
routes.
timing.
It was all
and
timing.
Again, the
routes.
decision making, bro. You know, he just didn't make mistakes often.
No,
But,
no.
when
he
you say
knew what the defense was doing before he even snapped the ball.
Pre-call.
The
so like on the
pre-reads,
run,
him
like
and
that
Peyton
kind of stuff
Manning,
under
I-
pressure.
There's no
yeah,
on the
him
run.
and Peyton Manning were like the best.
He didn't run.
Like
No, I'm
mentally
saying like
to-
when under pressure, like he could
there's-
still.
If you ask 100
I mean, I know he's a
million-
great
I mean,
quarterback.
he
but
could hip hop around the pocket, but that's he's not
moving
like
through the pocket, that's just stepping. You know.
yeah, that's
And
pocket
sensing
presence.
pressure. Yeah,
that's
not
also
really
pocket presence and
mobility.
knowing the defense before he's like he'll say, "Oh, linebacker's coming from the left. I have to shift to the right a little bit here
Right.
What would you say is his
to give me another
number
0.5.
one like?
attribute, like strength."
Yeah, like why is Tom
I
Brady?
think his pre-snap and his preparation.
What do you mean pre-snap? What do you
Like his pre-snap at the line, he would know
Before the play.
exactly.
right?
Before the play happens, while he's go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
I'm trying to find out where the skill set is. Like where.
So he knows
so
what the
before-
defense is doing.
Adjusting his play based on what he sees from the
what he
offense.
sees from the
Yeah.
defense.
And even
Correct.
if they like kind of audible, he calls their bluff. He knows exactly because during that week
Preparation,
prior,
preparation.
he's watching.
He's reading the
film.
opponent.
He goes on this play. Other teams run this type of play. Let's see what that defense, how that defense reacts.
That's very very
And
interesting. I
if
never
this
thought about it
safety
that
comes
way.
down
And I
and
used to
goes
play
back
football.
out, if this safety comes down like he's
Yeah,
gonna
this
blitz and comes back out,
different
I
level.
got him. You know.
This is, like, that's why, again, the guy makes hundreds and hundreds of millions to do it because he's thinking 7-8 layers deep.
And, you
literally,
know,
like,
it's-
fake tells, like, the defense would give fake tells.
I was just
Call out-
comparing that to
and
poker in my
he
mind.
called him out. You know, he called him. He's like, nope, that you're not doing. I know you're not doing that.
It's strange because that is the
I know you're
mindset of,
bluffing,
of
yeah.
an avid poker player.
Right.
Like before your opponent acts, you're thinking of the options he has. If he does this, I'm going to do this. If he does that,
Yeah.
I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
If he, you're thinking of before he even does it.
Do you, when you guys play poker against other people, like, do you guys play with like strangers at the casino?
Combination of both.
Yeah. And that's harder to read, right? The strangers after a couple. I mean, maybe after a couple hands.
I'll tell
or
you what,
rounds.
It's almost easier to play against strangers unless you're playing against somebody you know and they suck and they're super wreck. But sometimes, if I play against Jay, because we know each other so well,
Mm-hmm.
I know what his capabilities are. So, I know that he's capable of a little more than I would a stranger. But B, he also knows what I think I know about him.
Right.
So he
So,
could use
yeah,
that to manipulate
yeah,
what
yep.
I'm going to do and vice versa.
Yep,
So when you
yeah.
know somebody too well, it's almost like there's not really an edge. That edge gets slimmer and slimmer the more you play with somebody, unless they're just a fish.
Yeah.
And eventually it's like, hey, man, it's going to be too hard to win money playing against this kind of person.
It's really the epitome and definition of poker because when it comes down to it, it is that mental chess game. You're like, okay, he knows that I know this.
Right.
So if he
I'm
knows
gonna-
that, I'm going to do this.
I'm gonna counter
But he
this.
also might know that.
But
he knows that
now
I know
have to
this.
counter to that. Yeah. It's all
Yeah.
counters and, acting boom.
Kind of like
you know?
chess, and I always compare it to chess. It's chess with cards and chips and money.
You know how to play chess?
I do. Yeah, I've never been a big fan of it just because it's kind of slow. But
What? Yeah, it's simple.
But you're thinking
well,
like.
yes, right. If you're very good at it and you're, that
But,
kind
but
of
you're
thing.
thinking like
We should make a video doing that.
3 or 4 turns
Not even-
ahead when you make a turn.
Yes.
You're saying,
Yes.
all right, I know you're in
try-
chess. You're trying to make that person react to your move the way you want them to react.
Put it
Are
this
you?
way,
Or there's some strategies that are just offensive because, Like if I'm so worried about what I'm trying to make you do, I'm not as offensive as I could be.
Exactly. Yeah. It's very true.
Because
True.
you could
Yeah.
go at it defensively, which I mean, we see the same thing in football. You know, how many times have we seen a team with the game pretty much in their hands towards the end of the fourth quarter, but then they get a little conservative?
Complacent, yeah.
Atlanta, for example, in the Super Bowl against us.
Yep.
They stopped fucking being aggressive and trying to score, and they were just trying to protect the win, and they gave it up.
Yep.
You know, so that
Wow.
that strategy,
That's a big mistake.
bro, and that was the biggest comeback in Super Bowl
Super
history.
history.
It will never be. I mean,
That
I
made
can't say
Tom
never,
Brady the
but
GOAT. I think
He
that
was
one.
already that like
he was already,
it-
but
he's done so many things to just
But
solidify.
that was his fifth.
But that, you know what that was? That was literally, if you watched a movie of that,
That was
you would
a
say
movie.
this is unrealistic. This wouldn't happen in real life.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And it
Like
happens
nobody's
in real
coming
life.
back. Yeah, bro. And you still could. Still, if you wrote that movie script today, to be like nobody's
They
gonna
made a
believe
movie
this
about
bullshit.
that.
Did they?
yeah, it was like
A documentary or a movie?
no, it was like a bunch of old ladies going to the Super Bowl. It was like the Brady
like
something, the Brady
the
80s
Bra-
Brady's or something.
Brady's.
Yeah,
I think my
it
my girl
wasn't
went to go
around,
see
you
that.
know, but
Yeah, I'm
it wasn't
not
around the
gonna-
game itself. It was
No,
just,
no, it's
like,
just about
actually
these
X's
old
and O's, but
fucking old ladies having
Yeah.
one last hoorah before they
Taking
go.
really fast, rewinding for a second here, going back to poker, and I was just thinking about this, and I just want to get it out before I forget it. When it comes to like those tells and those reading body language and et cetera, what it really is, and this is where experience comes into play in the game of poker. The more hours you put at the table, the more exposed you are to how people react to certain hands.
sure.
So after a while, people they get a certain hand, a certain aces, king, whatever, and humans are people of habit. So a lot of the times they react the same way. So you start realizing the control, right? Oh shit, this person's reacting the same way that I saw this person do it before. It's just repetitive in your mind just through experience, and that's how you really gauge where somebody's hand range is and how people can figure out their hands, the way they're betting, because again, people are,
Yeah.
they're
Creatures
just
of habit.
of habit, creatures of habit. Yes, thank you.
Humans
so
are
It's
people
are they
of
limping in?
Yeah.
Are they
Humans are
limping
people of
in? Are they
humans.
just calling the blind? Are they raising it just a little?
yes.
Oh,
And
they're trying to trap me here.
You start
Yeah,
seeing
yeah.
that trend over
Yes,
time,
yeah.
and that's what where
And that's where-
experience and putting
yeah,
hours at
yeah.
the table on the felt really come into play.
We should get a couple of work games going, man.
I would love to.
Jay has mentioned it a few times.
would love
wanting
to.
set
Didn't
it
you
together.
win like last
I
year or
won
something?
the first ever Smart Green Poker tournament.
That's right.
Yeah, and I knocked Barry out, which was I won 1,000,
That's more.
and then I
satisfaction
won
than just
500
knocking
because
Uncle
he had a
Barry out.
bounty.
And you know what? Barry's
So I walked
an
away
avid
with
player,
1,500.
so
Yeah. The funny thing about that
He's
night
a
it
fish, though.
was I was he's
I don't think he's
He's a
is
fish.
he?
but that,
We played this home game together pretty consistently for a while. I loved it.
I love poker. I play with my buddies all the
Johnson
time.
Yeah.
But like playing with your friends that you know, it's fun. We put $20 in, and on a Sunday we'll watch football, play,
Can't do it.
and
I need to care
After
about
that,
losing that money
it's-
to
right,
really
it's-
take it seriously.
it's we all know each other, so we know like what's going on. So like if someone bets fold, we know he has a hand because
Right.
It's not like me playing you guys who I've never
Right.
played before. But like that's what I loved about that tournament I won was I didn't know anybody how they played, but I learned how they played
Well,
throughout the just like
yeah.
you said, I learned. Oh,
Yeah.
Barry's limping in. He has a hand. Get me out of here. Or and
Right,
I
when you see
folded a
somebody
bunch
that
of
hasn't
times.
played a hand in about 20 minutes or half an hour, an hour, whatever,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden now they're
They get
raising.
they get a
You're like,
hand.
okay,
They
all
put
right,
their
let's
phone
go.
away. They sit up. They raise.
Yes, there's like so many things.
Like pre-flop, I kind of figured out if someone raised it a certain amount, get out because I know this guy has a hand and he had a monster hand. And other times when he limped in or someone else
You just raise
bet,
them.
I'd be like, oh, I got this. Like he's trying to catch a straight on the whatever or a flush. He's got pocket boom. I have high cards. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm riding.
If you ever get a chance, read or even look up, research Joe Navarro. He was an ex-FBI agent. He did a lot of interrogations.
I've heard of his name.
He
yeah,
wrote a
he's big
book.
on
What's the
body
book?
language.
He's got
think
a
you
book. I think
you told me
it's
about
like
it.
narrated with him and Helmuth. I think. Read
Yeah,
him
maybe,
and,
yeah.
What's it
Read him,
called?
read him and weep. It might be. Can you look this up? Joe Navarro. Read him and weep.
Joe
See-
Navarro.
See
yeah.
who wrote that book. That I think I'm pretty
He's
sure.
gonna look up his Dave
And it's,
Navarro.
there's so many
related
things
to
that
Joe
people.
Navarro.
What did you say, Danny DeVito?
This might
That guy's
be
a legend. I
this
think
might
it's-
be the first poker book I've ever read.
Yeah.
Read them and weep.
And there's people, again, because we're creatures of habit, we do things involuntary. You don't even realize you're doing them.
Right.
So like when you
We
get
have
excited,
twitches.
when you
we have twitches. We have
Yeah,
nervous
there's
twitches.
all
We have
kinds of
exciting
stuff.
twitches.
Your mouth gets dry under stress.
Yeah.
You see people
Is it with him or
swallowing.
no?
You might go like this.
Yeah,
you might have
whatever,
a vein
yeah,
popping
all
out of your
kinds of
neck.
shit.
Your eye might
Yo,
you know.
look at-
There it is. That's a
Bro.
yeah.
I'm proud of myself on that one.
You're sharp, man.
That
You're
was
sharp.
good, man. That one, and then another poker book I read was called Killer Poker, and I think that was probably
A lot of poker
more
players.
impactful.
A lot of poker players are like.
Who did that one? What do you the second one?
I don't know the author
I
of
read
that,
that
one.
one.
Killer Poker is good though. It's a lot more about the mindset,
Yeah.
you know, and just it's a lot like visualization. You know, The Secret, telling yourself you're
Yeah.
gonna get in there
Yeah.
and crush everybody.
Right.
I think it was by John Voorhees, maybe.
Oh, it was a forward by Lou Krieger.
Yeah, it was what?
Author of Poker for Dummies. Why don't we just?
Yeah, you know that.
Why don't we just? Yeah. Oh yeah.
What was it, dude? Somebody,
It's fucking
somebody.
For the viewers that don't know, he's reading off the back of the
Like,
screen.
let me tell you a major tell. Hey, Brandon, look this up.
They're,
I
we're in
think
the-
it was by John Ford. Oh, I Google that.
We're in the office like 2 weeks ago, and somebody made a decision. Not yet. And someone used the word filibuster, and they go, "Do you even know what that means?" And I hear them going back and forth trying to explain what it means. I whip out the phone to look it up. I go, "Let me tell you in my own words what filibuster means."
You're like with a
In Google's
pedometer.
words. In Google,
I'm like, in my words, typically used in political settings.
yeah.
I just read the
On a
fucking
court.
Webster's
Yeah.
definition.
I've heard this on Law
Yeah,
and
you
Order
want to pop
before.
those up? We got people saying shit. Anybody we got to say hello to? Any other OGs in there? Brandon in there?
Devin, of course.
Big
What's up,
Dev.
fella?
Hey, Dev
What's
Souza.
up, fellas? Dev
Good man,
Souza.
Dev Souza. He's a good man.
Dev be in for a work poker game. Let's go. JP, what's up, Brandon? I love you, man.
Brandon's
Pavi.
always on. We gotta he just
He's
shows
our guy,
mad
bro.
love.
He's our guy.
He's popping
Hey,
off.
speaking of
Oh, this
Zach.
is gonna get rusty.
what happened to Zach?
Probably
Where
not
did
the
he go?
probably not the time or place.
I don't know why. Did
Cut
he-
that.
Yeah, let's.
You
So,
know,
anyways,
what-
Killer Poker is wild. Man. One of my favorite books.
So my,
What happened to Zach? I want to know what happened to Zach.
we were just
Dude,
talking
it's
about
just not the
football.
time or place.
We were just talking about football.
What?
My second favorite book I read, and this is during COVID. It was called The Dynasty, and it was about the Patriots' dynasty reign.
Jay's so mad. He's like, no, what happened? I gotta know.
I still want to know what happened to Zach.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Okay, all right,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah. I don't have
Anyway.
any inside information on the company. I'm just here for a good time. All right.
It's amazing how everything revolves. A lot of things revolve around the psychology, right?
It does.
Sales, poker,
Yes.
just psychology.
You know what it revolves around?
Understanding people,
Relationships, parenting,
relationship, everything.
And
educating.
It's all understanding people,
And
reading
here's-
people.
Here's a big thing
Fucking-
now. It's
fucking-
emotional intelligence. It's knowing how to handle those people too.
Yeah.
And their emotions and their reactions.
That was a book that Schiavone actually suggested to me. I read that. That was
Which one is that?
Emotional Intelligence. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them you see similar.
Like,
Messages or
Messages,
context. Yeah.
No, neither one of those words. They both work, but it's not the word I was going for.
Well, then I'm not in your brain. Sorry.
Sentiments,
very yeah.
Sentiments.
Concepts.
sentient,
Concepts. There you
Sentient.
go. Yeah.
What does sentient mean?
sentient. It means that. Can you look it up? No, it means that. Shut the fuck up and look it
Practices.
So, just
yeah,
to give
yeah.
you some background here. So, back when Josh and I first started the podcast,
up. It's gonna
we
be.
had-
One,
Yeah.
It's gonna be. I'm warning you. It's gonna be a you had to be there moment, and it's a long story. I'm trying to save you from it.
No,
Well,
no,
can I
I-
ask you guys
I wanna-
this? Like, can you give me the abridged version?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna
yeah.
give you the cliff notes really fast.
Please.
So our guy before Brandon,
20 minutes later.
right? George, we love you, George. But anyway,
3 hours later. Fucking SpongeBob thing.
why are you gay? No, we were
Read a
asking
book.
for we were asking for a definition,
the book?
and our guy would not look it up. He was just giving us his interpretation of it.
This
We're
is
like,
pre-brand.
bro,
Pre-branded.
fucking
Okay.
just look it up for us, man. That's why we're that's why you're here. That's
Yeah.
Shout out to George.
Yeah, we love George.
We do love George. That was too funny though, bro.
That was hilarious.
I'd love to ask you guys, and I'm sorry if I'm repeating anybody else, but the origination of this podcast because
You want to know the origins?
I've watched it, and this is just two guys just hanging out with a
Chilling.
guest and
Yeah.
just having open conversations.
Yeah.
Um,
Is there a question in here somewhere?
the origination, it's so simple of a concept.
Wait, can we look
But
up
yeah.
origination? Is that a word?
No, but yet like you
Hold
guys
on,
make it
Brandon,
work because
look up that word.
there's some
what it is.
people
Say
that
what it
don't like have all these ideas. Oh, I want to do this. I want to have a podcast.
So
But
Jay and I, we knew each other from poker. We met playing poker, but what you kind of feeling right now is what it's always been around. You know, we laugh. You know, we're
Yes.
silly, we're immature. You know, we have a similar sense of humor, so we're not easily offended by like bad or inappropriate jokes.
I love that.
Yeah,
right?
and
I
it just
love
kind of,
that.
you know, there was an
Yeah.
interesting dynamic. It was fun to hang out together. And at the time, I was really heavy into listening to Joe Rogan's podcast. And
Okay.
I always thought, well, this would be fun. So I just hit up Jay and I said, dude, do you want to start a podcast? He said, I'm in. And then we bought $40 mics
bullshit
and some
ass,
bullshit
yeah.
equipment, some $80 used laptop, and we were dealing with fucking the first few episodes, bro. We just kind of continued to get
Of
better
course,
and get
yeah,
better and
yeah.
get better stuff and learn
And,
how to
and I'll
talk
be honest.
better.
So because I got 10 years on Josh, he was more into the
You're
podcast than I
34?
was.
Well, I had to explain to him what a podcast was. You know, so I told him, hey,
Like on the
it's-
radio?
Yeah, he goes, oh, what
yeah.
station?
Well, no,
are
like
we
I
gonna
just
be on?
wasn't,
Where
you
is
know, like
that?
I
FM
didn't
or
listen to
AM?
podcasts.
I go,
FM or-
right. So I said, you know, no, it's you can download an app, and he
I'm
goes,
with you.
oh, like an
I'm with you.
application? I go, no, on your smartphone, my cell phone, and then
My flip
Come
phone?
on, let's not get crazy, guy.
Wait, my home phone.
we're gonna be in a paper.
Leave me a voice. Like I'll check my messages when I get home.
Well,
type
but
of shit.
you know what? The reality is that like Joe Rogan, there is very successful, obviously,
Yeah.
and a lot of times all you got to do is just
Start.
start and reciprocate. No, not reciprocate. Duplicate exactly. Replicate. Duplicate.
This dude named
replicate.
every fucking K in the world.
What are you, a
Exactly
synonym?
what they're doing, yeah, and because it's a winning formula,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So,
But it's a winning formula for him, and you guys
well,
have
we have
your
a good
own
chemistry.
formula. Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm
guys
saying?
do. And every guest is like, I'm amazed by every guest that just got a.
We have this fucked up skill
I
to-
saw Jay on here. I saw John on here. I saw Matt Mallow on here.
Yeah,
I saw
yeah.
Matt Mailer, love me some Matt Mailer.
another,
if you're watching
uh,
this, daddy.
Tania and her mother on here. Like there's people.
Did you just say Tania and her mother?
Wow, I can't say that. I thought it wasn't her mother.
No, bro.
Oh.
What the fuck? JP.
Cut that.
Cut that. We're clipping that. We are clipping that, bro. Oh man.
He said, we saw Tania and her mother.
It wasn't her mother.
That's her friend. That's the same age, bro.
Yes. Oh, that's fucking great. And she was so nice too.
Sorry.
But no, it's all right.
Sorry.
I didn't listen to that one. I was just going
I've
through
never
the.
seen an Indian
I was
turn
just-
red, bro. This
I was
is
just going
crazy.
to the J2 Podcast Facebook. Shout out to the J2 Podcast. Like, follow,
We're
subscribe.
trying to pivot any way you can, bro.
Oh, man, that
Oh
was
my
good.
God. I'm so sorry.
No, that's funny.
I'm so sorry. I'm so.
Yo.
I don't have time to sit down and listen to a whole podcast. So.
It's all right. It's all right. No.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
good.
man. He said Tania and her mother.
All right.
I thought it was.
It's all good. It was funny.
Because
It
I
was an
scrolled through. I
innocent-
didn't listen. I just kind of scrolled through the Facebook
It's,
page.
you're not helping, but it's all innocent now. No, we've had
You're
a
not
few
helping. He
people.
says, "Let's have my back."
Oh, man.
We've had a few people from work on. We've had Megan. We've had Isabella on. We've had Brandon on. He was a lot of fun. We got to get Brandon back, and he was too much fun, man. He gets
Pavi?
raunchy. Yeah, Pavi gets raunchy. Like, dude, my girl came and she's like, I got to take Carter here, bro, with him talking like that down there. I gotta take my son and leave the house, bro. That's never happened. Like, we drank and do drugs down here, but Brandon was talking. She's like, I got to get him out of here.
Right. Wild Wild West down here, but when
Yeah.
Pavi comes, no, get
It
him
was
out
a lot
of
of fun,
Yeah.
man. I got some videos. Maybe I'll show you after we were done recording.
I don't want to see him.
Brandon
Man.
won't
I don't
let
want to
me.
see him.
Brandon won't let
Nah,
me. Well, he's
I don't
probably
wanna
You know
gonna
why
see it.
Brandon was
show.
fucking amazing is because even after the podcast, us singing and shit, we just hanging out, drinking and whatever.
Oh, you guys do a post show?
like just
with the
bro,
right
we're-
with the right guest.
yeah. Like,
Oh, I hope I get
and
invited
Brandon's chill as fuck.
to
He's
that
just
post
like
show.
he goes with the
at
goes
9:30.
with the
They're
flow.
like, "Hey, get out of here."
Bro, we've had a couple post shows that lasted until 6, 7 a.m.
9 a.m.
1 p.m. was one night.
Wow.
I don't know if that's a podcast night
One
or a
night, one
Rocks
afternoon. Jesus Christ. Yeah. That's fun.
It
is
can
fun,
be,
man.
you know,
It's
it can
fun.
be. We do a little karaoke, but
Can I ask, like, who else at work would you want on that you haven't had on?
yo, we're not really picky. I mean, anybody that's willing to be on,
This is
because
cool.
if you
And I'm-
if you know us, you know, you kind of know what you're open up for. You know,
Right.
I knew you,
Absolutely.
but then you started going back on the road and closing. So, like, I was,
Yeah.
you know, and
We've
like,
drifted.
me and you got close
We've drifted.
just real quick.
We've never talked.
You and I have never talked.
Yeah.
Consider
Like, this is the
yourself lucky.
first
What is your
time.
position? I don't even know. Again, I'm not trying to be.
I'm Jay's.
Project manager is
Bitch.
probably the
Yeah,
best way to word it. Project
pretty
manager.
much. Like CEO,
Project
like
manager?
I'm the CEO's right hand man. Like I'm there with him, anything he needs, and I do.
No, hold on. The fuck does that mean? What do you mean?
Like Justin, hold me accountable for like he'll say stuff, and then I need
Tie
to
my
hold.
shoe.
I need to hold him accountable for it. Like,
Yeah.
oh Jay, you said this. Let's do
No,
it.
you have a title. What is your title?
Bro,
Ti-
you're,
dude,
I
titles
think,
don't matter.
Yeah, you're putting stock in titles in a company that titles don't matter.
We have-
You know what I do every day?
No,
Let me
titles
explain.
might not matter.
We
like,
have-
But
we
the
have-
title,
I'm saying,
but
even in
positions-
definition.
Let me help.
I don't
Yeah.
need
Get
one.
where you're going.
I don't need one.
Positions and jobs change. Titles don't really. So my title right now is systems engineer. But what I do is I go on the road and sell customers.
All right, so somebody tell me.
I
what
was
the fuck you
introduced
do.
to Polar. I
He's
was
trying,
introduced-
bro, but you're not listening
I
because
was
you're so
introduced to
fixated on
Polarity
the
as a
title.
systems engineer, so I thought you did all our CRM stuff,
I will,
right?
you know, all the
and
workflow
that's why we did
integration.
that project together.
That was fun,
That
too.
Fabian, you know.
And it was working fine.
And I
All right,
broke
so
down
you're the
everything. The
systems
project
engineer?
manager, I gave you the work,
You did phenomenal with
right?
that.
And I said, here's what you need to do. Point and click this. Point and click
I would
that.
say if you had to sum up what you do, it's you take all of Jay's thoughts and visions and put them in an organized format so they can come to life.
and prioritize them
Sure.
and break them down so they can actually come to reality. I guess you could say,
That's another way to say exactly what I
and
just
then
said.
also hold them accountable to follow
I
through.
love that Brandon knows what I mean.
Holding someone accountable like him, like, and no
an
offense, I
interesting,
love the guy.
there is no title
So
for
when
that.
he doesn't do it, you're just like, Jay, you said you were going to do it.
Like
how do you hold
sometimes
them
you got to
accountable?
speak. You got to speak hard to people that you
So
can't.
you got to
that
be
pe-
really in tune
like
with
yes,
with the goat.
Oh,
Like you got to
God.
be in the same kind of
oh
mindset.
yeah. You got to think
gotta
like
be-
he does, but also
You got to
think
see what he sees.
more consciously about things, you know, and
Yeah.
like realistic about things, because not everybody works as hard as him. Not everybody has the dedication as him.
Nobody
Sure.
does. Not
And
everybody. Almost nobody. Is.
Almost nobody does. So like you're just sitting next to a mastermind, a genius, and he's spitting all these great ideas
We'll
out.
clip
and
this to help you get a raise. Don't worry. No, I'm kidding.
I'm saying the right words. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Mastermind.
I'm not looking for a
Genius.
raise. I'm looking for more learning. That's all I'm like.
So when people ask you, "Hey, what do you do?" What do you say?
I honestly like I
Let's say somebody who doesn't know you,
I'm the
like myself.
I say I'm like, oh, if you didn't know me, if you were outside the company,
Yeah.
I say, oh, I work for Smart Consulting. What do you do there? Oh, project manager. Boom, game.
Done.
Okay,
That's it.
so like when I
They,
think
they
of
probably
project,
wouldn't interrogate him after that.
No,
It would
right,
just
right.
be
but
over.
inside the office and inside.
but it
Smart
sounds a
Thing,
lot deeper than
there's-
project manager.
Yeah, and titles, you know,
Yeah.
I
like
show up to
Josh
work.
is saying is-
I show up to work. I get paid to do whatever I need to do, or they ask me to do, and that's it. That's
You must have a specific skill that like helps or adds value to Jay's vision, right? So I'm just kind
He's
of
got a marketing degree.
okay.
No,
is it
it's-
marketing?
no,
or is
no,
it,
it's not that.
Is it
It's-
organization?
it's
Is it?
it's organization, it's
Fuck yeah, it's
accountability.
organization.
Yeah, I'm very organized. I cross my T's, dot my I's.
like 5S, 6S organized, or do you even know what I'm talking about?
I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm
That
just
sounds like
organized.
some
Like,
machine shop
you know,
peasant talk.
and I remember a lot. I'm like, for some reason, I remember everything. I have a long ride home from Providence to the south, from to Gansett to Providence and back and forth. So
Wow, yeah.
I think about what I'm going to do that day up to work.
yeah.
And I think about what I'm going to do at night or tomorrow or what the day was going home from work.
Right.
You know, so my life, like, you get the luxury of driving around and listening to books. I'm listening to
Wow,
myself
you just so you get to look.
recap the day or,
I don't take that
or
personally.
plan for the day, you know?
it's just funny.
and that's, you know, I take other people's burdens, not burden, but, you know, like responsibilities, burdens, all that stuff, like their life, and make
Yeah.
them mine so they can execute for themselves.
Interesting. That's very interesting.
And I'm not a big deal. I just, you know,
We know
I just try to,
Well, no,
I just try
you-
to do the best I can.
you are. a
You
big
actually
deal.
are.
No,
When you put it that way.
no.
Bro, you're the right hand to the CEO.
Yeah.
I've only been there for the
You might be
past-
the most valuable person in that company.
MVP, brother.
I could.
MJP.
MIP.
MVP.
I see UP.
MVI, most valuable Indian, except for Jay. You know?
Whoa, that's
except,
disrespectful.
except for Jay.
JP says on the podcast he's the most valuable Indian at Smart Green.
But I mean, you know,
Wild.
shout out to him because these past 6 weeks, I always said to told people, yeah, I got a marketing degree,
Yeah.
but I got my master's when I started Alliance and I grew from there. You know, I got different positions. I worked there for 5 years. I had probably 12 different positions. Did different things. I got my master's at Alliance U. That's what I always said. Oh, I got my master's at Alliance U because I learned business. I learned development. I learned my maturity myself. Now, in this past 6 weeks working with him, Jesus Christ, I'm getting my doctorate from Gotra U now. You know,
Yeah.
like there's
What are some of in the past 6 weeks? What do you think some of the most valuable, or what's one valuable thing that you have learned from him in the past 6 weeks that you didn't know before?
two things. One of the things is, so you want to be a CEO. Good luck. People think CEOs and all that stuff, that you sit and you drink champagne and eat grapes on
Right.
the
Just
beach,
collect the check.
especially the week of Christmas or the week before Christmas
Sure.
or around Thanksgiving. No,
Nah, it's not like that.
this guy. And
That's what you're learning about him, though, right?
no, I'm learning what it takes to become that. That's a lot of friggin' work.
So what
man.
you're
You got to
learning,
be a visionary.
what you're
right?
learning over the past 6 weeks,
So-
you've learned how hard he truly works. Then
Sure. Yeah, you could say that. Yeah, definitely. How much he cares about it and how much he puts himself into it. And how much he cares not about
You would-
himself, but about his people. You know?
You would think that that's obviously the nature of the beast, right? Any successful anybody really, they don't fall into it. They're passionate about what they're doing. They actively put in those hours. They put in the time, the thought, those things. You look at
Yeah.
Elon, you look at Jordan,
Yeah.
you look at whoever. I mean, anybody that's successful,
Yep.
right?
always
you almost
learn.
got to be obsessive to some degree.
Yeah.
Just doesn't fall in your lap.
Always learn, you know? And I guess the second thing I learned was emotional intelligence piece because there's been so much stuff going on the past 6 weeks.
Your position is not customer facing. Is that
No,
Okay.
I'm behind the scenes with him. God, no. I can't. Like, one
it's
skill set
barely
I don't
employee
have.
facing. You know, most of your day is spent again. You know,
so? You do
with
have a
him.
customer. It's
organizing his
just
thoughts.
yeah, it's internal.
With him, like, you know, it's with him. But when we walk out and he leaves, guess who's coming to me
Right,
asking, "What's going on today? What's going on today?"
You're
Everybody
like the
else.
liaison between the company and him.
You could call
You're
me
like
the
Jay's mini-me.
consigliere. You could call me the consigliere. You know, out of the Godfather. You know,
Yeah,
I'm the guy. I'm the whisper to the ear,
it's good.
and back and forth though. You know,
Hmm.
and
That means your communication skills are on par. Your listening skills, your ability to take what he says and transfer it.
my listening skills, so I'm an introvert and I hate talking.
What?
Hate it.
You haven't
Don't
shut
You're
like
a
up
it.
since you've
fucking
been
social
here.
podcast.
Well, this is a podcast. You gotta
Yeah,
keep.
no, I
you gotta
get
keep
it.
it going. You know, I had to mentally prepare for this anyway.
Did
you
you?
know?
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. You're doing good. I mean, like, you know.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You guys make it easy though.
You're not so bad yourself.
You guys make it easy. You know, your Google search is not helping, but hey, we're good.
Come on, man.
Yo, we got loyalty to him, man. We let him fuck you up outside. Chill
I
out.
know. Chill, bro. Don't fucking.
Is that the after part of the
My
night?
man's got
Yeah.
knuckle
Yeah.
tattoos. You better relax.
It's different if we like rag on
Yeah.
our dude.
Like at the time, Rich was saying, he's like, yo, go get me another beer. Brandon's like, nah, man.
He's calling him Jamie.
Yeah. Well, that was the
No,
praise,
Brandon,
though.
you're
You
good.
just
people,
didn't,
man.
you didn't understand
I'm
it.
with you. You do good work.
Well, don't lie to him. Like,
I am. I'm not.
Just be honest with the guy.
I'm not. But just the ability to handle everything coming at you. People think their
big
life
feel.
sucks, but being a CEO
Rose Beach?
and handling all that bullshit
Right.
every day. Like I used to go to work before I worked with him, before I even worked with
What'd you do before him? Like what
I worked with Polson. Or like at Smart Green or
or I know you were at Alliance, so I guess you were just
was,
kind of like
um,
one of the old school.
He was training to be the Prince of Agrabah.
well, I was
Bollywood
auditioning
shit.
for a role in Aladdin on Broadway, but
Were you really?
they shouldn't have I couldn't sing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I fit
can see
I fit the part, but I couldn't
you
sing.
do fit the part.
Yeah. I brought my own carpet too.
David.
Racist. Don't be racist.
Okay.
Right? No, but that's you guys put me in a weird position right now. I'm just trying to explain my job and I don't even know how to
that's cool.
explain it.
And,
And
I'm
the
sorry,
things
I
I've
don't mean to
learned.
make you uncomfortable.
Oh no, that dead silence was like
Me because
You're like, he's like,
I-
what do you do? He talks, you're like, no, what else do you do?
I'm
What
like,
is your title?
like, there's a lot of way to
we
mention-
don't interact,
Yeah.
right?
Zero.
Exactly.
Zero.
I'm
I
out
think
in the field.
I think we had the
You're
longest
doing
talk the other
nothing.
day on Wednesday when I said, "Hey, I want to be a podcast." You go, "Oh, you're Justin." I go, "Yeah, I'm Justin."
Yeah,
He goes,
yeah.
"Oh, I didn't think you were brown." And then, he rolled
didn't
his
think
eyes
you
and
were
walked away.
brown.
And he walked away.
He's like, who's coming on the podcast? I'm like, Justin Paquette. And then you show up and you're like, what the
Yeah,
fuck
right,
is this,
right.
bro?
Hey, yo, I get the same fucking
But I hear-
reaction. Listen, when I slide my business card to my customers and
Yeah.
they see Jason O'Leary,
True.
they're like, "What the fuck?" And
Right,
I'm like,
yeah.
"I know."
Yeah.
I'm
Really?
like, fuck yeah, bro! I look Mexican. I've been hearing that my whole life,
I mean, if you could like shave your or dye
or
your beard
Hispanic, I
red,
should say.
like red, like an Irishman would or a
Right.
Scottishman would, like
I do not look like an O'Leary.
O'Leary. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like white people, shit.
Trying to think what you look like.
You don't look like a fucking. If somebody said that you were white, I would never. You're not white. You're not white.
I guess it's all like subjective. It's
Oh,
perspective.
I should say
you know?
Caucasian. You're not
Depends
like
what
fucking
you're comparing
English.
me to.
You know what they used to do? Like, and your last name's O'Leary, O apostrophe.
Yeah,
Leary?
yeah, yeah.
I read
His
somewhere
ancestors were just Leary.
On-
They threw the O in front of it.
on Ellis Island, if your last name was like O something or whatever, they just cut the O out and they're like,
Right.
now you're Leary.
Well, to tell you the
Yeah.
truth, so our lineage comes from King Lear, but O actually means son of.
Son of, right.
Son of
yeah.
Leary.
Right. That's why it was like a lineage kind of thing.
That's cool.
So
Yeah.
like his now, if he has a son, it's gonna be O O'Leary.
Oh, Leary.
Oh,
Really?
Larry.
Yeah. Eventually, you keep going down the generations and just start
If he
saying,
has two sons,
Larry.
he has two sons. He's got to pronounce it. Ooh, Larry.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Ooh, Larry.
it's fucked up. Because when I went to, I tell
That
you,
is-
know what? Yo,
Bro, you
when
have fucking your
so-
great grandkids. Oh.
especially, yeah, exactly.
There'll be
Especially
techno
being,
songs now. You have to run. Oh.
sometimes in Massachusetts, Massachusetts has a
Oh,
has
Larry.
a.
Dun, 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 dun.
You're trying to get a point out, bro. Nobody listens.
No.
Go ahead.
I get it.
Stop
But,
having fun. What were you
no,
saying?
no.
Hey, you
That's
gave
great.
us
That's
the
great.
you
What
gave
were
us
you
the
saying?
tools.
Absolutely.
You gave us
I'm
the
saying
tools. We're
that,
building
like,
the house here. bud.
Listen, when I go into
Oh.
O'Leary Auto Parts. No. Yeah, fucking new kids. In Massachusetts, there's a huge.
8 hours later.
I just got that one.
Why are you gay? No. In
Tim
Massachusetts, there's
Start saying that to people. Sorry,
Tim
bro.
Books.
Fuck.
No,
get this
I
out.
get-
I feel like you've been trying to get this out.
No. This is
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
This is great.
Hold it together. 10 seconds.
I'm saying in in Massachusetts, Boston, obviously, there's a huge Irish population. So like when I'm going to these customers' homes and at the end of the consultation, I'm saying, yeah, I'm Irish too. And I pass them my fucking business card. This is like really white people. They're going like, what the fuck? You're not, you're definitely not Irish.
Oh, you know what we should do?
When I went to Ireland, right? When I was probably about 17 years old. I went with my cousin, and we were, I would tell them, hey, listen, I'm Irish. They were like, fuck you. Like, go back to fucking Mexico, you motherfucker. You Yankee. They called me every name in the book. I'm not even lying. Blackie, fucking
They call you
Yank.
Blackie.
Oh, yeah.
Where in Ireland?
In Ireland.
Wow.
Now,
Europe's
Ireland
racist,
today,
though. Hardcore.
Ireland today is, what I heard, is more diverse, but
Well, they don't want it to be diverse. Aren't they getting fucking overridden with illegal immigrants and that
I don't know.
Those immigrants are stabbing kids and shit.
I'm saying I've been there. It was like 20 over
I
20
don't know, man.
years
Some,
ago.
what's
you
going
just-
down in Ireland?
Are you
man?
making up nonsense?
Am I
or-
making up
No,
nonsense?
no,
That's
no,
like-
no, you're not.
Am
That's
I
like
making up
news
nonsense?
that,
Let
like,
Brandon
you-
pull it up because I think
France,
You could be saying that.
Bro, I'm
Ireland.
telling you, I
They're
think
like being overrun by Indians.
Ireland's president just
I love
had
it.
some
He's-
wild policy about borders, and there were some. I don't know, bro. I'm telling you, man.
You're right. You're right. There's like
Look at this, bro.
But to be
Far-right-
fair-
all right, don't start with some
Anti-
far right rumor shit about far right rumors about stabbing kids.
What are you, a Dem?
Only spoken of by idiots. Like I'm like,
But to
yeah, I
be
wasn't
fair,
saying that.
Ireland has always been in war.
I
It wasn't
said
with,
the president. They have a prime minister. I called him president.
Shame
So
on
they
you.
they've been in war with England for the longest time. Because
Yeah.
England came over and took
Yeah,
their
see,
fucking,
man, but a lot of prominent Irish people are speaking out against this idiot because
So
he's
Ireland-
letting all these
Ireland's not a
immigrants in
commonwealth
without,
of-
like,
Yes.
properly vetting them. And I mean, we see, you see what happens, dude. You just let anybody in, fucking, like, the culture, everything goes out the window. Nah, it's
Is
tough, man, because crime is
protesting a
committed
thing
by
now?
everybody.
I'm sorry.
Protesting
Protesting
a
has
thing.
always been a thing. though.
Yeah, but now it's
No, but
happening
now it's like
more.
violent and fucking. Well, France is
Well, I mean,
fucked
Like,
up.
go to work.
Have protests not always had the chance of turning violent? I mean, there's never a time where every protest was peaceful and didn't
this
turn
country,
violent.
This
It was
country wouldn't have
founded on
been
a fucking
founded on a
violent
protest. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah,
Like
right.
here's the thing, man, is protests, of course, in a perfect world will be peaceful. But if what you're protesting is so egregious, eventually you should resort to violence. Because you can't just continue to accept something. If you believe strongly against it, bro, I mean, what are you gonna do? Right? If I do something that you don't like, Jay, right? Like if I slap you in the face. First you're gonna protest and be like, bro, don't slap me in the face. You're doing that peacefully, but if I continue to do it, eventually you're gonna punch me in the mouth.
Yeah, you're gonna hit him back.
So if what you believe in,
But here's
is
the
that
thing: it's
crazy, the protest has to escalate unless you get what you need, what you want.
It has to, like, at one point you got to fight fire with fire, right? You know, so
Well, you got to fight for your right.
to party,
Party. Yeah.
right?
I thought that was gonna hit way harder than it did. I'm like, to party.
Yeah, that was bad. That was a bad delivery.
Yo, he said Tania's friend was her mom, though. Justin said that.
Hey, don't bring that back up. We're cutting everything like that.
No. That is never ever gonna fucking die on this podcast.
Yo, Justin, that's 100% going to be a clip.
I'm a legend.
Oh, that's
You
going to
are
be
a
a clip.
legend,
That's going
bro.
viral. We're
at
sending it to
You are a
Tania
legend,
and her
bro.
friend and her mom.
Podcast.
Hey, you know what
champion.
the fucking great thing about all this is that it doesn't even fucking matter, and it's nothing. It's obviously it's never anything personal. Like we,
Well, let's
we
see
might
if she
like
takes
fucking,
it personal.
We might like rag on the fact that you said that was Tania's mom and shit, but it doesn't. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a shit, right?
She's probably going to give a shit.
Bro, on this podcast, I have said some major shit, like some like.
I've-
I'm like, man, fuck,
I've-
what the fuck was I talking about last night? I don't give a flying fuck, to tell you the truth.
The most wild thing
The great-
Jay's ever
I'm
said.
innocent, so like people think like, oh, it's just.
Well, now they
No
know
wor-
the
no
real
worries,
you.
Justin.
Now they know the real
Yeah,
you.
the
As long as people
douchebag asshole.
understand when they interact with me
Oh, I
that
hate
it's all
people.
out of love, like I don't give a fuck what. I don't give a shit.
See, the thing is, too, you just told everybody you were adopted, and you had your security at your job for equal opportunity, which might be in jeopardy now. I don't know how that's going to work, so good luck.
Jay knows it.
Yeah? Oh, okay. You're lucky.
Don't worry. Don't worry. He knows that. But hey, same city. We're still born in the same city. So Slumdog Millionaires.
Nice.
Out
Well,
of
it's because
Bombay.
of you that like it keeps the company within that
Ratio.
that diversity.
least.
Yeah.
At least 2 Indians employed. Nah.
You got him.
You know,
well,
it is nice, though.
We call ourselves Windians, but it's all
I
right.
like
Indians,
that.
what are
I like that.
It actually was from the Cleveland Indians before they changed their name when they were in the World Series a couple years ago. They started calling them
Super Bowl.
Windians, and people were like, "Oh, that's racist because you're Indians." And
Do you get offended by the
No.
word Indian?
No.
Or
Why would he
well,
get
I'm not
Indian?
Native American, so
Why
no.
would he get offended? Do you get offended by the word Irish?
no? Some people get offended by the word Oriental, Asian.
Well,
No,
hold on.
you
You know, you're
shouldn't.
saying
Fucking
two,
weird.
but those are two very different words.
Orientals, you should
Irish and
yeah.
Oriental, obviously.
No. Yeah. Well,
Asian,
Indian,
no, 'cause I'm
Indian
Asian.
is from India. Oriental. There's no country named Orient.
Like, do you get offended if I call you an American,
No, but those
I don't
still
like
again
that.
still two different things.
Canadian,
So,
Mexican?
bro. All right. Where is Orient on a map?
Korea.
All right, yeah, Josh.
You see what I'm saying? You get the point that I'm making.
Yes.
Of course, Indian
Yes.
it
Yes.
couldn't be any more black.
I
and white.
gotcha. I
Yeah.
gotcha. 100%.
brown and white.
Yeah. But isn't that like a term that people use
I don't know. I've heard it.
politically
Like,
as
I
a
think that's an
politically
older
correct?
people term. You know, it's old like
Yeah.
boomer term. Oriental
What's
is
that?
not Oriental. Yeah.
It might be. Yeah.
Why is it derogatory, Brandon?
Because Asians, they're like, well, I'm not a fucking vase. I'm not a
Right. Yeah.
I'm not a rug.
Oriental. It means of
Personally,
Asian
I don't give a shit.
characteristics?
If somebody came
Oriental
up to me
rugs?
and said,
Yeah.
you know what, you chinky-eyed motherfucker, I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
I
but
don't-
that's you. You know, you don't speak for everybody.
I know. I don't know.
Because
Speak
you're
for
not.
some though.
Because you're not.
Yeah, you speak for some.
Yeah.
You know.
But the people that are offended, you know, also speak for some.
I mean, if
It's
people
kind
could
of a
find
weird
out your race before they went up to you, maybe it'd find more offense to you if they
Actually,
actually.
I'll tell you what. You
dug
know what?
deep
You know what
into you,
actually
you know?
triggers me?
You're a
Not
wild
necessarily
card.
what people. I think we talked about this.
Mm.
Not what people say, but their intention. I'm very sensitive to people's intention.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to be malicious, it's not about what you're saying. It's the fact that you're like trying to be malicious. That triggers me.
Oh, sure.
That'll
Yeah,
fucking.
yeah.
Like that
Like your
time in the
intent.
winter, you smelled my cologne and you were like, "Hey, man, this cologne smells really good. I bet it smells great in the summer." That triggered me. That hurt me.
That hurt.
Your intent was malicious there.
What the fuck are you talking about right now?
But if that
That's-
really bothers you, man, I think the Fifth
That's
Agreement
some-
or even the Four Agreements would be a really good book for you
I
to
do
read because
think- yeah.
you'll,
My
be,
whole-
you'll be able to learn that out of your system.
Because you need that.
My whole life, I've been fighting that. Like that has been like a really. So it's not about
How?
again what people
have
say.
You, what have you done to fight it?
Well, you have to be conscious of it. You have to be, you know.
you have to,
that-
you have to
Well,
know
what have
what's
you
happening.
done to not let it affect you in an emotional way?
Well, I haven't punched people.
No, but that's
That's
not letting
no.
it affect you.
What-
You're
like, what
able
if
to
you-
hold on. You're able
No,
to
but
control
it's
your
all
actions. Can I
baby
finish?
steps. Is that you're
Let me
right?
finish. What you're
Yeah.
saying is you're able to control your actions.
Yes.
But what you should be
is a
focusing
step
on.
forward.
What you should. I'm not, bro. Again, you're being defensive. I'm not saying you're not
I'm
making
being
steps
defensive.
forward.
What are you talking about?
You are, because I'm asking what you're saying. You've been working on it. I'm asking.
Yeah.
Clear, what have you worked on to not react in that emotional way?
Well, hold on. Say that again. What
It
have I
bothers
worked
you,
on?
right? It bothers you.
Like, what if you
not
practice?
hold
What
on.
if you
not-
practice?
Yeah, let's
you
practice
not
the word practice.
reacting and snapping and hitting people
Yeah.
is not really the issue. The issue is
that's
that
a
it
big
bothers.
issue.
It's not. The issue is that it bothers you in the first place.
Okay, that's the root.
That's the root. What have you done to fix that part? Why it bothers you and stop letting it bother
Oh
you?
yeah. So like again, everything's baby steps. You know, like you have to crawl before you walk.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just something that you know. Well, no. I'm going to
You
speak
said
for myself.
Yeah, you said for years. I'm just curious.
Yeah, yeah,
What
yeah.
steps are you trying to take?
So I'm going to speak for myself. Obviously, it has taken baby steps for me to really contain myself, and
Okay.
so just fall down the stairs. What was that?
My closet door. I think my golf clubs might have fell down or something.
Oh,
Luggage open the golf. That's hilarious.
but yeah. So it's those things where one I had to realize like, hey, listen,
I was gonna say let's just stare at him until he's off the phone.
Oh, no, I
it's,
was looking up a book that he needs to read. That's
Yeah, well, you know what? It's not necessarily about knowledge. It's the application. Look, I'm a very intelligent person, but it means nothing if you don't apply that intelligence. So it kind of just like poker. You can know
But do you
all
not-
about fucking poker.
but
if
you-
you don't apply it at the table,
Do you know how to apply it in life?
no. Again, that's the application step. So
You
look,
might know what to
I
do,
know
but how to do it.
You know what? Hold on, I want to hear
Yeah,
this.
yeah. I know what triggers me, or what I should say, what used to trigger me. The first thing was, kind of stop the bleeding, whatever that was
Like
for me.
literally, stop punching people. Stop the bleeding.
Yes.
Stop
No. Yeah, that's where it started. Like, stop being physical, realizing that it's not like you said earlier. It's not me. It's that person. They're
There you go. See,
whatever. blah,
that's
blah,
a good
blah.
step.
And
Yeah,
that's
but
a
well,
good step.
that's got to be the last step.
It was
though.
actually extreme
Yeah,
for me
it
in
does,
the sense.
yeah.
Because once you have that step, I think you're saying that now because I said it earlier, but you're not applying that. Because when you can apply that,
Yeah.
then it doesn't upset you anymore. Like
Well, that's
you
the
don't
ultimate
have
goal.
to, right? You don't have to contain yourself.
internalize and
That's what you got to do. Internalize.
so
it.
it's not. So here's what I originally did, and this was kind of immature. So I realized that I got into a lot of physical confrontations in bars, right? I was like, man, I'm always drunk. Well, not always drunk, but a lot of time I'm drunk. I'm in bars. So I said, you know what? I'm going to stop going to bars. That was my initial reaction. Obviously, that's not the cure, right? But that's like
no.
yes, right? The real root of the problem is internal. But it took me a lot of years to realize that and say, you know what? I got to get to the point where I can go to a bar and I can handle somebody
Yes.
being confrontational
Yes.
and me being okay with that. That's the goal.
Yeah.
The goal is accepting and
your own goals, your own
yes,
intentions, your own
yes.
deep-rooted emotions.
And I still work at that to this day. Like
To this day.
you know,
Ever seen that clip? No.
no. But like
I'm on an island out here.
not too long ago, maybe 10 years ago, even my older brother, who I love obviously dearly, he would say things like, "Oh, hey, let's go to this bar. The fight's on, the UFC fight," and I'm like, I can't do that.
So you can't shut yourself
That's where
off
I
from the
started
world.
making my decisions.
Yeah.
You know what? I can't do that because dudes get drunk. Everybody thinks they're a UFC fighter, and I'm gonna
Yeah, Yeah.
It's not gonna go well.
Yeah,
it's
you
not gonna
can't-
go well. So
Turn that just a little towards you.
like you can't shut yourself off
there
to
you
the world because of
But that
Your
exactly
downfalls,
that is
you know?
not the cure. The
No.
cure is not to avoid. The cure is to be okay
To
in
heal.
the midst of
to
it.
heal.
Yeah.
Yes. So
The cure is the second agreement, bro, which is literally, or is it the third? One of them. But it's literally just don't take it personal. You know, when somebody's intent is to harm you, that's not because there's anything going on with you. It's because something's going on with them.
Boom.
But the reality is that part of it is one, the way I was raised. The other part of it is being in the service. And I was a military policeman, and I had the approach of, listen, I'd rather be, judged by, what is that saying? Judged by 12 and carried by 6, or something like
Something
that.
like that.
Yeah, but that's I think those are not comparable for what we're talking about.
Let me explain how it applies. Like, I'm not gonna wait for somebody to take my life. Like, if I feel like my life is
what
threatened,
you're doing right now, though, is kind of removing accountability. Because I know we're getting deep right now, and this might be. Let me get
maybe.
this part out. We're getting a little deep, so this might be uncomfortable to acknowledge and tackle.
No.
But nobody is discrediting. Like, if you're in a position where you have to fight, nobody's saying don't defend yourself.
But that's subjective.
But hold on, because what we're talking about right now is not you defending yourself. It's
Right,
not
right.
you feeling threatened. It's what you said was the intent. Why somebody might say, "Hey, man, you're just a fathead." You know, like the intent. I'd say like the nicest insult ever. You're just a poop face.
That's
But
mean.
you know what I mean. So what you said was what would bother you is the intent. Meaning, if somebody has the intent to humiliate you or hurt your feelings or be an asshole,
Yeah.
that's what would bother you. Which is nothing like threatening or,
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Hold on. But so like you got to get to a point where you cannot take that person and be like, you know what, like whatever they're saying or whatever their intent is doesn't fucking matter because it has no reflection on who you are.
I realize
it's just
that.
their thing.
Yeah,
And also like not punching them is also good.
Yeah, no. I realize that. I want to get to the point where, again, I'm in the midst of it and it doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
I think I've come a long fucking way.
You
I
tend
can't
to laugh
tell
a
you.
lot of shit off, you know, where you can be like, whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. Where
I would suggest that book,
what is that?
The Power of Now.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna say I was like some like wild loose cannon, wild Bill fucking kind of personality. I really wasn't. I hung out with dudes that were like way fucking more sensitive than I was, and I don't mean sensitive in emotional sense.
Well, you do. You mean it in an emotional way. It's just the reaction is not
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah,
bitch.
absolutely.
Like, listen, if somebody bumps into you and you get upset and punch them in the face, you're still sensitive. You just react in,
Sure.
an aggressive way versus a submissive way.
Yeah.
A lot of times I feel like us as men, and I do it too, we sometimes take the word sensitive and emotional and we only apply it to certain emotions. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
yeah,
Like
Oh,
being,
you're
like
so
being
right, yeah,
angry and
yeah.
being violent. Those are definitely emotions.
Those are manly emotions.
Manly
right?
emotions,
Yes,
yeah. Which-
Unfortunately. But
So
It's toxic masculinity, isn't
yes.
it, Justin?
Yeah.
Mansplain
it's
that
actually
to me right
gotten
now.
to the point. So like and I always say this, and I actually had it. I don't know, it was one of our
You're such
guests
an asshole.
where I was explaining to them that you can become kind of so obsessed with your own self-help that it becomes vanity, number one, and two, it becomes awkward.
You were talking about that here.
Yeah. Like
It was
there's
somebody
certain
like-
circumstance.
Like
I'm sorry.
there were. Sorry, I just want to recollect. It was definitely a woman on the podcast talking about
forgot
how
who it was, too.
they were guising it and like they were framing it in a way of, oh, I'm so insecure, so I want to make sure I look good all the time, and that's when you, I think, made that great point.
Yeah.
Like you're so obsessed with yourself and how you look that it's like you're assuming that everybody else is focused on you.
Exactly.
When
Exactly.
the reality is, bro, nobody gives a fuck.
and
Nobody gives a
flying
fuck.
Like think about you
You're
spend
taking everything personally at that point.
you spend 20 minutes in the mirror, an hour in the mirror, getting ready, making sure your outfit's perfect,
And
so
you
you can
walk
show up
in
to
like
a party.
fly as fuck.
Nobody remembers
Nobody
what the
gives
fuck
a
you were wearing,
fuck.
unless you're Wes.
care.
Shout out to Wes. Wes has always got the heat.
Oh, yeah.
the heat on the kicks, man.
Yeah.
I love I get so hard when he sends me a picture of his shoes in the
I
morning.
love Wes. Wes is
that
right
dude?
here. Wes is family to me.
Wes is that dude, bro.
You know, Wes is good shit. I love him. Love him to death.
How do you feel about the Giorgio?
Love him to death too.
He's like, just bring that
He
up out
speaks
of
so
nowhere.
highly of you, man.
He's
like
family.
off the record.
He's family.
You know, every time we're just doing shit, bro. Like with that, and respectfully, we'll do things that I wouldn't think to like include you in because we don't hang out a lot personally or socially. You know,
What, me and you or
yeah,
Andrew?
you and I. It's
Oh,
not
yeah,
like
no,
we go
no.
out and we
I'd
go
like
to bars
to.
together.
I'd like to, but
But it's funny because every time like I'm making plans with Andrew, it's like, oh, let's invite JP. And I'm like, oh, call him. But like he always thinks about you, man. That you'd be a really good vibe.
So what's your interaction with DiGiorgio that he would have that kind
They
of?
used to fuck.
Oh,
no,
you guys used to fuck?
no.
We don't judge here. You
If
don't be a homophobe,
If
bro.
by fuck you mean golf, yes, we used to golf together. Yeah,
Is that what you guys
or
call it?
we golf together. Yeah,
How's his back nine?
How's his front now?
rough.
I like that shit, bro.
You like that?
I do like that.
No, like
That was.
How
Should've
how
said
does DiGiorgio interact with you on the day to day that where he would speak so highly of you? Not saying that you're not deserving, just saying like in what aspect? What?
I don't know.
Why does he think you're such a good guy?
Yeah, that's kind of
Because I am
Random.
First of all,
no doubt, no doubt.
you look up good guy in the Webster whatever the
The
dictionary.
Webster Dexter. He said the Webster Dexter.
In
The
Webster
dictionary?
Dexter's laboratory.
The
Bro,
Webster-
this guy has only one beer in, bro. What is going on?
All right, dude,
No, but he
these
had a
two,
couple
yeah.
Oh, I was
scotches.
gonna say, what's got him so fucked up right now? Speaking of that, where are the? Can I grab a little pinch of those? Where are the? Did you put them away?
Oh,
or no?
Thingles? Yeah, I got
is
you.
that? We keep that off the wrap?
No, we don't have to.
Can I add some shrooms in? Of
course.
All right, cool. I didn't know what your take on that was. One time, I remember
That's
somebody's like,
actually that's one of the things
"Are
that
you
like,
eating
I'll tell you
beef
what, I'm
right
feeling
out
nice
of the
right now,
grinder?"
so-
I've taken. All right, so I'll cover that, but I'll answer your question. Me, Andrew, and I, we've
Fucked.
no, that's so fucked up. Why the fuck did you guys say that? He's good people.
It's good in bed.
Oh,
We used to.
Fuck.
I can't do it.
why do you keep stopping? You're
Don't
like
pause.
asking for it.
Don't stop. Keep
All right,
going.
Keep going. Push
keep
into
going.
him.
So
Yeah,
back in the
grab the
day in
mic.
Alliance, so back in the
like,
day in
me and
Alliance,
Andrew.
we used to like hang out and fucking go to Black
And
Sheep
what else?
and get
We
beers
used to
and
hang
stuff.
out and fuck and, go
And
to
you know,
Black
like,
Sheep.
and your work friends become like your real friends here and
Yeah.
after a while.
Yeah.
After you had a couple beers and all that shit, you start going to their houses and hang out.
Kissing.
And then you have a common thing where you start golfing, and we golf almost every Sunday during the summer with my buddy Beat the Heat
In Milt, right?
and Milton
You guys
too.
were out.
Yeah.
There's another one. I
Yeah.
fucking
Shout
love
out to
Milton.
my buddy Beat the Heat and Matt.
we don't
Speaking
know
of,
him.
we gotta get him and Mike on here, right? Talk
Mike?
about their shit. Don't they have a thing going?
No,
on?
so that's Mike's podcast. Milton was a guest.
Oh, I
JP
thought it was.
yeah.
I thought it was
JP
Mike
was a
and
guest.
Milton.
No, JP was a guest last week. I
Last
was a guest
night.
yesterday.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
are
Mike's-
a fucking
Mike's doing his
podcast
thing.
star.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't really like speaking. He's on a
Who's that?
podcast
Who did I?
every week.
Yeah, I hate it.
I'm an introvert.
I'm
an introvert.
Did you go to the
Look at me. I'm an introvert.
Did you go to the Christmas
I'm an
party?
Indian
Were you not
introvert.
there?
Yeah.
You weren't
Double
there?
I.
You weren't at the Christmas
They call me
party?
2020. Get it? 2020 with double I. Yeah. What?
You weren't at the Christmas party?
I was,
Why are you asking if I was there?
because you weren't,
I was not.
Facts.
and you weren't. I roasted
Oh,
roast?
I want to see
all
that.
of them. All of
Is
them.
that all? Is that on video? Is that,
I
wanna see-
roasted Bobby. I roasted everybody.
Bobby?
I roasted Paulson, Barry, and
What did
Jay.
you say about Polson?
I pretty much said, I go, Mr. Bolson, I'm terrified of you.
Mr.
I'm
Bolson?
I go, I'm fucking terrified of you. We all are.
Yeah.
And then I said, your first name is Eric, right? And he goes, yeah. It's not like a nickname or middleman or nickname or middle name. And he goes, no. I go, all right. Well, I thought when I first got hired, I thought your name was Richard because everybody called you Dick. Boom.
What a
Roasted.
roast.
Yeah,
Killed him.
yeah. Dude, it was.
I don't think he'll ever recover from that one.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Were there any real like fucking
Did
zingers?
anybody else roast someone for
Bobby said something that
Oh,
was,
Bobby probably said some wild shit.
Bobby said something about
What did Bobby say?
To
Bobby.
who?
All right, so Bobby said something to Jay about having sex with his wife, and he thinks of himself because his ego is so big,
Yeah,
something like that, But it was more vulgar.
I like it.
I'm not here to say anything like that about Jay.
What would you say about Barry?
What I said was, I kind of was like, oh, everybody makes fun of your Asian fetishes and all that stuff, and they already did tonight, so I'm not going to. But I had jokes written down, like fake jokes, and I go, so I'm not going to say these. I'm just going to peruse through them, and what I would do is I mumbled, laughed a little bit, and then said the tagline on 3 of them, and the taglines were like poo poo platter, ha ha ha, One
You
of
should
the,
have said Jay O'Leary's
told-
feeling a little your Asian fucking fetish. Jay O'Leary's feeling uncomfortable.
well, I didn't know you were,
I know.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
I don't even know you. And tonight I'm starting to know you.
Yeah,
I almost named my cat. We got a cat a couple weeks, like two months
Bruce Lee?
ago. I almost named him Uncle Barry. Yeah. Well, because it's just like he doesn't really,
Right,
he
that
doesn't
laugh.
know what's going on, but he walks around and just hisses at everybody. Like that's what the cat does.
Like
love
I'll say that,
Barry.
like
I love Barry.
those 3.
We named him Larry though, in honor of Barry. Just
I've worked
cat took the
directly
L.
with Eric. I've worked directly. Barry hired me. I worked directly with Eric. I work directly with Jay now. I've learned so much and like developed a more personal
I feel like you would not pass a field
Discipline.
sobriety test.
and personal etiquette. What?
I'm not going
Am
to
I
disagree
accurate?
with him.
Are you fucked up right now?
A little bit.
Yeah. All right, bro. Yeah.
Welcome to the
Why not?
podcast.
Yeah, welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't that what
exactly.
this is supposed to be?
No, yeah, absolutely.
That's-
Absolutely.
I'm glad you're having fun, man.
yeah, just fucking.
I was nervous as fuck coming on here.
Really?
Why?
Yeah,
Bro.
because I don't public speak and shit like that. But the past
You're actually
8 days, 9
Oh, I
days,
want to hear what he's saying.
you just jump into it and figure it out. Like Mike's podcast last week was easy.
Yeah.
That was sports, and I know
Mike
everything
Mike
about
does a
sports.
great job directing and
Sure.
keeping you on pace.
Sure, yeah.
Even I was a little nervous to go on Mike's podcast. And we have a podcast. I do this every week.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing it for a long time.
You felt nervous as a guest, or just
I felt nervous, as a guest, as being like unprepared because we have a very specific dynamic, which is show up and just talk to our friends about whatever we feel like talking about.
shooting
and
the shit?
naturally, I can hold a conversation, but I felt like there were expectations. It felt like
in
there was
Mike's
a
or something or
Well, no, he has.
you can
Mike
hold your
has-
own in
Mike
sports.
has-
Mike has categories.
Mike
yeah.
has
It's
a
like
timeline.
It's
of
like
what you're gonna
PTI
hit.
and
This,
on
this,
ESPN.
like an
this,
itinerary.
this.
Yeah,
Exactly, like
yeah,
an
like
itinerary.
like that's why I asked you guys.
And
have
he
like,
sent it to me, only like 2 hours in advance. I had no time to research. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna show up
Yeah, just do your
and
thing.
do my thing, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Who's the jackass of the week? I'm like, I don't know, bro, because I didn't pay attention to that. But I can tell you who's the jackass of like ever, like the biggest NFL jackass ever. And he goes, who's that? I said, Junior Seau.
oh, R.I.P.
Dude shot himself.
R.I.P.
I'm like, that's probably
cold,
not.
bro.
Yeah, it was cool.
No, well, I think
He didn't. Hold on. He didn't realize who Junior Seau was. He goes, "Yeah, that guy's an idiot." The dude that he got catfished and had a fake girlfriend. I'm like,
That's-
I think
no,
you're
that's
talking about
Manti Te'o.
bro.
Oh, so he's a racist. He's putting all like the Hawaiian
what?
Islanders over.
All the what?
Hawaiian Islanders.
Is that what Junior Seau was? Hawaiian?
Yeah.
No.
Simone?
No. Samoan.
No.
No. Then
Was he Filipino?
Just tell me more. How about you? How you group these people together and call
I
them
group
racist?
everybody together.
Yeah.
I hate everybody.
Nah, I have no idea. What
hate
it was.
everybody.
I
the truth
don't-
comes out.
I don't like people,
Really?
But you're so good with us, though. So you must like people
but I need a day as an introvert. I need like a full day.
to yourself.
Yeah, a night is my nights unwind. Like I need to like
What do you do to unwind? Like, is it
oh,
shrooms and
it's
shit?
quiet. It's quiet.
Yeah.
It's quiet. I smoke.
Really?
I
You're
smoke.
not married, you know?
No kids. Like smoke a bowl,
Yeah.
watch TV a little bit, and just
Yo, bro. I always say
Decompress.
there's nothing better than fucking just
Like,
being
I-
by yourself.
I
your own
meditate. I do
thoughts,
breathing
you smoke
exercises.
a little
Yeah,
and just fucking.
I do meditate. No, like I do breathe. Like I sit on the floor and do like
Yeah, finding peace and solitude is pretty important.
it's
Yeah.
it's interesting. it's enlightenment. Like
It's-
I do
yeah.
a lot of enlightenment now. In the past like year and a half, 2 years.
I'm telling you, there's probably people that, question whether, like, bro, you post a lot, you're on social media and blah, blah, blah. And a lot of that reaction might be them thinking, like, hey, you need validation. It's not validation. It's like, you know what?
Sharing thoughts.
I don't give a flying,
Why they
not
say
I
that
don't
about
care,
you?
but I'm
They
saying,
said
like,
about you.
If I think something's
it's
funny,
just
I
kinda
just want
like-
you guys to have an opportunity to laugh at it too.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like whatever
yeah.
my thoughts are, I just want to put that out there. Maybe it might add value to somebody's life. Maybe it might not at all. I don't give a flying fuck either way.
Hey,
but
but-
so the reason why I'm saying that is because somebody actually today, I was having a conversation with this chick, and she actually posted something, and then she deleted it because nobody responded to it. And I said, listen, no, throw your fucking thoughts out. Who gives
Yeah.
a flying
Who-
fuck what
who
anybody
gives a
thinks?
shit?
That's
You know,
super
like-
corny.
But that's the reality of where we're at in society. Like.
But if you can help one person in life with whatever you
Whatever.
share,
Yeah, whatever.
You
It don't
did-
matter.
you paid it forward. That's what I say. People helping people. That's what life
You know
is
what's
about.
fucked up
Like, I did my part, God. I shared a meme today.
But it's every day. It's
It's strange
it's
how
every day.
I think, and this is my viewpoint. I think a lot of people would look at somebody who does post a lot and say, "Man, that person's kind of like fucked up. He's got these weird ass views, whatever, blah, blah." But I'm looking at them and I'm saying, you know what? It's fucked up that you guys keep everything internal. Like, because everything on my social media, they're all my friends. They're all people I know in some way, shape, or form. If you can't communicate to those people, and that's what social media's really
about connecting,
socializing.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
It's not about pretending, or
Who gets the most likes and all that
painting
bull-
this
yeah,
picture
yeah,
to
yeah.
convince
Views,
people, what your life is about and your marriage is happy and da 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 da. We're all fam, like to some degree, in some way, shape, or form.
We're all humans.
I'd say probably 5% of the people that are on my Facebook, they're just acquaintances.
Like how many? Like all right, so 95% of them. How many
How'd that even happen?
I don't know. That was
would you
weird.
pass a field sobriety test tonight? Is the question.
Hey, you know what? I
Doesn't
used to
matter.
teach
He's not
it.
going to stop.
That's right.
Neither will I.
I think I don't know, man. It's tough to judge people either one way or the other. Like you are very open and cool with like sharing your shit and
Overt,
connected.
yeah.
So you said that people might look at you like, wow, he's kind of fucked up. He needs to share everything on Facebook, and you think other people are fucked up by not sharing that. I mean, some people just share.
God,
shit
I don't
differently.
post stuff on Facebook or Instagram ever. I have accounts. But
I can appreciate people
Twitter,
that
I don't-
are a little more private and
Absolutely.
public on social media, but will actually take the time to call you and just talk to you.
I think
Versus,
that's
yeah.
me
sharing.
more than the other. It's I'm not gonna like comment on somebody saying, "Oh, I'll like a post here and there about like babies and families and all that stuff." But
You know what?
I'll
The
do
reality-
just whatever I
but
feel
I'll
like. If,
but next time I see
Yeah,
him,
So
I'll,
if I might not post anything on social media for 3 or 4 days, and then you might get me in 4 hours when I'm sending you every fucking TikTok that I'm looking at. I'm just like,
Sure.
I'm in a mood to just scroll and share, or I'm laughing
sure,
and sharing,
yeah.
and then I'm not for a little bit. I don't know. Just,
No, I respect. I get that. I get
Yeah.
that.
I'm
100%.
just an open book, I guess, to some degree.
And some people are, some people aren't.
I'm just like,
You
hey,
know?
whatever. This is what I like. This is what I don't like. I don't know whether you like it or not, or whether you find value in what I'm saying. I post a lot of religious shit. I post a lot of some people take that as like, man, you're trying to, keep
Like,
that to yourself. You're
Put
trying to
me
convert
on-
me.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Whoa,
Pass-
whoa, whoa.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm on my own shit.
if you
Yeah.
can be
Yeah.
converted from a Facebook post,
I'm
I'm
just-
the least of
I'm
your
just
problems.
posting my thoughts.
I'm just telling you
Like,
this helped me, and you should,
Yeah. Not even that.
Not even that,
I-
just posting it.
yeah, just I'm putting my thoughts on like.
Sure.
Technically
yeah,
paper,
no,
digital
but it
paper.
helped
Digital
you,
paper,
right? It
yeah,
helped
yeah.
you, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just fucking. It's the same
Anybody
shit.
say anything good, Brandon? No.
The same shit would
Don't
happen
love us
is if
anymore.
I was
Oh, my
standing
boy.
in front of people, right?
this
If,
is horrible.
just like this. What we're talking
What do you
about
want?
right now, I might fucking, like put that on social media, whatever, because that's how I interact with people. I don't give a fuck. I'm just,
No, I get it.
real,
I get it.
I wear my emotions on my sleeve kind of thing.
I get it. And with social media, it's
Oh, you shouldn't fucking say this. You shouldn't put that out there.
if right.
Listen, as long
right,
as it's not illegal,
right.
and even if it
Right.
is, just some of it you could. Still
And
put
guess
out
what?
there.
Those the social media cops will pull it down anyway.
In a weird fucking way, I look at it like an expression of art because I love the arts, meaning music,
Right.
painting, writing.
right.
I love, and that's what attracted me to poker. Actually, I love diving into people's minds, right? How they view things, how they see things. So even if it's just a sentence, excuse me, even if it's just hey, this is what I think about it. I'm like, yeah, put that shit out there.
Their
You might
perspective,
resonate
yeah,
with
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
people that actually think that way, and it might, it
Or-
might change somebody's life.
Or you might resonate with the way they're thinking that's against your way and be like, oh, I get that too.
Absolutely.
You know?
There's nothing wrong with civil
Like,
discourse.
there's no right or wrong in this world.
Exactly. There's just
Well, there are, but like
Yes.
on certain
No, you're right.
things. But like opinions.
Well,
it's
right.
like-
What certain things?
I mean, racism's like one of the biggest things, I think. Like
That's-
why people hate others. We're all humans, we're all people.
That's what we're taught,
Why
and
we
that's what we
judge.
believe in our culture. I'm not saying that
Are
it
you
is
saying
right.
we as in you?
I'm saying that we
Or
as
white
me,
people?
me as in white people, as Americans, as Westerners, as
We hate me for coming in here on a free ticket
no. I mean,
and being next to the CEO and
so you're getting real
I get it.
specific now. But the first thing you said was, bro, that racism is wrong. I want to keep it on more of like an intellectual
I
kind of like
gotcha. Yeah, I
racism.
gotcha.
Why is racism wrong?
because we're all humans. Like we're all beings on this earth that just making it go
Okay.
around.
So if you see a cockroach just crawling on the table, should you just respect it and not step on it because it's a being on this planet?
That's not a human.
Okay, so you
Remember I
draw the
said
you draw the
human.
line at types of species, humans. So what
I
makes
don't
you
draw
any
the
better than a
line.
horse?
I don't draw the line.
That's well, you set your own line where you think
But
it's
you
right
said
or wrong.
cockroach.
Okay,
That's an
so let's
interesting
call
take.
it horse. Let's call it pig. Let's call it puppy. Where do you draw the line where
Like that's
you
not
should respect
racism
that
though.
being?
A race is a
Okay,
human
fair.
race.
Fair.
I think
But so what makes it wrong though?
Like you're talking about
We're
like,
all this
That's where you're
insect
getting at.
but we're
types.
not all the same. We're the same species. Right?
No, we're not
We're
all
all
the same.
human.
No, of course, and that's what makes humans great. Is we're not all the same.
But what makes racism
We're all
wrong?
we all come from different.
You know, is Pavlakis FaceTiming me? Should I answer?
yeah, absolutely. Give me your glass. You want a little bit of more?
Yeah.
Yo, daddy.
What's good?
We're
What's up?
podcasting.
Are you live?
Live. Hold on.
You're live, motherfucker.
I'm live.
Everybody say what's up to Brandon.
What up, Pavi?
What up?
Oh, here. Take some ice.
Can this wait or do you
That
need me
ice
now?
What do you mean? You called me
Yo, you
phone's been in my
fraud ass
pocket.
motherfucker.
3 minutes ago.
What?
But I mean, since I'm on, do you want to know anything?
About
Hold
what?
on.
I swear, I just looked at my iPad. You called me 3 minutes ago.
Nah, you don't. Show me.
Oh,
Bro,
you
if you want to call and be on the podcast, I'm cool with that.
dude, your fat ass call him? Did you butt dial him? Was your fat ass?
Wrong person?
Was that crossing the line? No, no, too good.
Yo, JP's
No,
on
you're
the
actually
podcast.
expressing yourself. I like it.
Yo, he's on the podcast just calling me fat now for no reason, bro.
For butt dialing him.
I can't see it while I'm on FaceTime with you.
All right, well, no. I love you. We love you.
I don't love him.
Well, he's homophobic. That's why.
I'm not
He's not okay
homophobic.
with racism, but he's homophobic, apparently.
not
Those
homophobic.
Indians don't like.
Say hi to Jay.
I love you, bro.
Yo, what up, Pavi? How you doing?
All right. We're going to get back to the podcast.
How come you haven't had on this podcast yet?
Send me proof.
You called me 3 minutes ago.
You probably have an
Josh was like,
Android.
"Hey, Brandon's calling me."
Yo, he was. All right, peace. Look,
He says, "Stupid."
stupid.
Where's
I didn't call him, bro. That was so strange.
That was weird. No, you butt dialed him. You know.
So
My
we were-
phone's
well,
not on
hold
the
on.
table, you fucking
This
chooch.
was a great subject. We
No.
were talking about racism.
Let me
for a
get
second.
back into it, yeah.
yeah, you pinned me
So-
in a corner here.
No, I'm not trying to pin you in a corner. I'm trying to make a point
No, I
that,
think
here's
like,
what
we're all
forget
humans.
about racism, right? I want to talk
Religious
more
hate.
about
Name 10 books.
yo. What I
Go
want to
ahead,
talk
name
more
10
about
books.
is more
ahead.
about what you say, like right and wrong.
That's
Right
not the
and
game.
wrong.
That's not the name of the
Right
book.
and wrong is
Yeah.
subjective
100%.
to what
I
you
get
feel is
you.
right.
No,
So when you say
100%.
racism is wrong, why do you feel that racism is wrong?
I think there's a couple
Great
things
question.
that don't, like right and wrong, life and your upbringing and all that stuff. Yeah, that's everything's subjective. Like you can believe what you believe and all that stuff, and you can defend what you believe against what others do believe.
Okay.
But hating others just because of their creed, their culture, their skin color, their religion, all of that. Why?
But
We're-
you don't think you should be allowed to hate people?
You can hate people, but not for those reasons.
You can hate people for whatever you want.
You can hate for them for disagreeing with your opinions,
Now, if
or
you were to
being
grow
an
up,
asshole to you, or
you
whatever,
were to grow
or
up-
robbing you, whatever
let
it
me
is.
ask you something. If you were to grow up as a descendant, or maybe even the child, or something, or even a slave yourself, do you think that you would, by default, hate white people? Are slaves and ex-slaves wrong for hating white people? Because I'm white, like my mother's white. I don't really agree with
You're half
racism,
white.
but I don't think that people are wrong
What's
to
the
hate
other
white
half?
people for that reason.
What's the other
No,
half?
I want to stay on topic here.
I like the way you fucking. What's the other half?
The point that I'm trying to make, right? I don't want you to feel like it's a got you moment or I'm pinning you
Yeah,
to a
yeah,
corner.
yeah,
It's not the goal.
No.
I'm just trying to make
Bring
the
it, bring
point
it, bring it,
that
babe. Bring it, babe.
right and wrong is subjective on
100%.
on what we know and what we learn, and more importantly,
and
hold
you know
on,
what it is?
stop.
Yeah, go ahead.
More importantly, what we believe. I believe what you believe. Let me be clear. I don't agree with racism, but I also am. I think I'm aware enough to realize I don't
You're-
believe in it because of my beliefs.
You're in
My beliefs are not right. They're
bingo.
just mine.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Boom. Because some people here are believed and are conditionally believed, grown up on the facts of this is wrong, that's wrong, don't do
Sure.
this,
It was
don't
taught.
like that. Yes, and so it's conditioned, and unfortunately, that still is the case. Now, I'm not saying
You personally, is that what you believe?
that what
Uh,
that people are grown up on those type of standards.
Not fuck people. I'm talking about you personally. Like,
Well, fuck Andrew too, if you want to fuck him.
I don't know where the fuck I'm going.
Let me give you a different example.
I
right?
came from a family with. I was the second of 7, all pretty much different backgrounds, races
Sure.
under white people, and we all were like the United Nations. So
It all doesn't matter.
harmonizing it's easy, you know.
What's in your belief?
It's
That's what you believe
people
to
helping
be.
people. But
I don't disagree
get,
with you.
I get if, like, I totally get where if someone from wherever, and I'm not gonna say the South of America or wherever, because
Well, just use me for an example.
I
What
grew
if
up in the South Rhode Island.
what if I
and
just
there's
don't
some-
like Asians? I hate Asians. What if that's the case? Am I wrong for that? If I hate them because they're Asian, am I wrong for that?
Yeah,
Why?
because you don't know, like it's
I don't need to.
because you're judging them by their cover.
Okay.
They're humans. They're people.
I still doesn't. Those
But-
you're
but-
just citing things. They're not. That doesn't mean. That
But-
doesn't
but-
explain why I'm wrong.
But you just hate them. You automatically shut them off because of how they look.
So should I love them?
No, you should think indifferent of them, and you should have an open perspective about them until you talk to them. Now, after you
But
talk
why?
to
Is
them,
love? Hold on. Let me get. I'm
Yeah,
not.
yeah, yeah.
Is loving them wrong?
at the cuff,
I don't know what at the cuff means.
like at the start, at the jump,
If I just love everybody, is that wrong?
no.
Okay. So
and
one
and
emotion.
hating everybody's not right either, not wrong either.
Okay. You just said it was.
But you hate people. I hate just people. I don't like people. Like, that's me.
so it's the
Why?
same.
Because I'm an introvert. I'm a private person.
But what
you
you're
know?
saying though is that you don't believe in like
That's
when
just
you
me.
when you go that route, it's like you can't have any preferences of anything.
but you say I hate Asians
Okay, so what if
because of their Asian. So if an Asian person came up to you and connected with you,
yeah,
would you still hate them?
I don't know.
Like, would you say, "Oh, this person's the coolest guy in the world. I use my best friend," or whatever?
No, maybe I would like that one and love that one, but I still
So
hate
that
the
means
rest.
has the
that
right to
one,
hate people.
That one.
Yeah, maybe
See,
I
that
still hate
makes
the
you
rest.
like that one Asian. Like, it's.
Wait, hold on. Can I intervene really
Why
fast?
don't you just say people?
Can anybody, not just Josh, can Josh? Well, we'll use just Josh because we're talking about this specifically. Can Josh? Does he have the right to have a preference? Meaning, can he say, "Hey, listen, I don't like Asians for whatever the fucking reason. It doesn't even matter."
So you can that's your own prerogative. You
Is it
anybody
right or wrong?
I don't think he's arguing that you can or can't. We're
anybody
asking like
can
right or wrong.
Right? Yes, anybody can.
Morally
I
or
think
legally?
it's wrong.
We're only talking about morally. I don't think we're
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about
Oh,
legally.
there's no legal obligation. to
Legal
this.
is hodgepodge.
Yeah,
Why
doesn't
would it
matter.
be morally wrong to not like something?
or someone.
Same
Okay,
thing. Thing
same
person
thing.
doesn't
Thing
matter.
is not like
But
like
someone is the same thing. It's like
no, it's not.
Whether I
No,
don't
it's
like the
not.
table because of my preconceived notion or a person, what does it matter?
Right.
Okay, why do you not like the table?
Because it's stupid.
Okay. But you don't like Asians.
Because
why?
they're stupid.
There you go. But that's a human.
That's his
Why does-
perception.
But what does it make? What makes it wrong?
Because an Asian could hate this table too,
Okay.
and that's okay.
So
and
wait,
that's
it would be
okay.
right in that sense then?
Does this table have an emotion to it?
So you're
this
saying
table
that
have
what makes it wrong is if it hurts the other subject's feelings because I dislike it? Let me
Yeah.
ask you this.
Yeah.
What if that
Yeah.
Asian kid turned out to be a pedophile and now I hate him? Now I hate the Asian
Well,
because
there you
he's
go.
a pedophile.
They fuck
But
that.
what if
yeah.
what if me hating him
But you don't hate the whole
Stop.
group.
Stop.
No,
What
I'm
if
not
me
stopping.
hating-
You don't hate the whole group.
Okay, fair
you,
point.
You don't hate the whole group. You hate him, right? Not all Italian people are mobsters. Not all black people are gangsters. Not all
Asians
Hispanics
are good at math.
Not all Hispanics are like
Can I ask you a question?
Latin King. All that shit. It's not all. You're grouping people together.
Are
Because of-
stereotypes truthful?
They're stereotypes. Boom. There you go.
Okay, hold on. Are stereotypes truthful?
Ooh.
Some. I guess some are.
Some. But I think stereotypes are the culture they grow
I'm
up
not trying to be
in.
funny here.
No, but some
Do-
are. Some are.
Okay, can black people dance?
Yeah. I think so.
Do black people like fried chicken?
Michael Jackson could dance.
Like,
So
I'm
he's
just
black,
gonna
right?
like. Do they like watermelon fried chicken?
Yo, this is wild.
No.
yeah.
I wanna,
So there are
like,
some
have a real
stereotypes that are true. This is silliness. I think.
no, hold on. I want to find out where like where somebody's
But let's go.
standard is.
I would
okay.
prob-
Fuck black people. Do Irish people fight?
No.
Do they drink?
We love black people. Don't no,
fuck black people. Do Irish people fight and drink?
I think so. I don't know.
Do
but,
are blondes
but-
blondes stupider than brunettes?
but
No.
a lot of people fight and drink. Just people
okay, so
fight and
like,
drink.
you know what I'm saying? So like all these
So
stereotypes.
some might be accurate. Some aren't. Meaning,
People fight and drink.
Hold on. Let me give you one that's probably a little more accurate. In general, on average,
yeah.
are Chinese people shorter than the rest of the world?
I don't know, but I think so.
Brandon, can you help us?
Are Asians?
Yeah,
race,
yeah.
Asians,
Yeah, I
shorter
think
race?
so.
Because
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, if there's a tangible stereotype, like maybe you could make a case for
But
that.
that's their culture.
Saying that a
that's
certain
that.
also their culture,
Well, that's that.
they just walk around short, so they have short babies.
No, but that's they're short, and so they're not gonna grow. Like Yao Ming was
No,
seven.
but
let-
what I'm
let's
saying
bring
is
this-
that's a stereotype that could be
Show
accurate.
Otani's like
But like
six-
blondes being
6'4".
dumber than brunettes, that's I don't know if there's any truth to that whatsoever.
Right.
Like, are white people racist? Yes.
Whoa.
I'm kidding. I'm fucking with you. But like, if you're gonna go like that route, like I'm coming hard at you
Slow
now.
down, Mr. Bin Laden.
I think this is a very, very, very deep conversation,
This
and it's
is.
actually it's pretty
Hope you
interesting.
guys enjoy this. This is
No,
a lot,
because
yeah.
obviously you're talking to a mixed breed. You're Indian.
Indian, yeah.
But
but
in what?
you can call me mixed
not
breed,
that
yeah.
you know what? Not that validates or
It doesn't.
anybody's.
Was it
it
China?
doesn't just because you're a minority doesn't make you any
Scroll up,
more.
brother. That's right there. No,
less
is it
of
China?
a person.
No, less of a person. I'm saying it doesn't make your
Average
opinion
Chinese
more
male height
credible.
compared. Oh, okay.
No, it doesn't.
Where
No,
a
God,
lot of
no.
people
No,
actually
no, no.
use that.
Yeah.
Just because I'm half minority, that means that my viewpoint is more valuable. It's all bullshit.
Yes.
It really is all bullshit.
Yeah.
No, you hit it right, bro. Look at Colombia. Just
And
you got
I
China. China is shorter than the other people on the list.
Here's what I will say.
You're
you know
right.
what? Would you agree to this? That when it comes to, it's not necessarily stereotypes and racism, it's culture clash. Meaning the way that Indians were brought up, the way that Filipinos
It's
are brought up,
beliefs.
the way that Americans were brought
Yes.
up.
Yes.
It's culture clash.
Yes.
When you force cultures to fucking homogenize and live amongst each other, you're going to have, it's just natural.
a crossover clash.
Yeah,
if you will.
it's the nature of the
Yes.
beast. You're going to have clashes.
Why do you
It's not
think-
racism. It's not that when I say we, I'm saying I'm defending anybody that was forced to live with other people. It's not that anybody was hating anybody else. It's the fact that we're from different fucking cultures, and that's okay.
Yes, and America's a melting pot, right?
Absolutely.
It's a melting pot. And why do you, even in Providence, why do you think there's neighborhoods that have different ethnicities?
Yes,
And,
we talk
and I'm
about
not going
this
to
all the
say
time.
this because
Like
like
Little Italy and Chinatown.
Yes,
like,
Chinatown flourishes. Why? Because they're amongst their own. They're comfortable with their
they
own people.
like being around their own people, and that's
Yeah.
okay. And they have to go by their daily shit, go to their jobs, and
Absolutely.
interact with people of different creeds, cultures, religions, backgrounds.
Yo,
That's cool.
you put me around people that think exactly or similar to how I think.
Right.
I'm gonna flourish.
But that's boxing yourself in, I think, at some points too, because
But
this is
what's
just
the
but
need?
that's just a product of your beliefs, though.
but you're not.
It doesn't
opening
make your
yourself
belief
up.
right.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
But what is the benefit to opening yourself up?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Learning
That's a good
about other
question.
people's perspectives, learning about other people's.
Who gives a shit?
Well, you don't have to, but you like. The fact
Do you-
about
you think
the
it's
great thing
wrong,
about
though?
life is you
The
can
right
either
thing.
choose.
That's the word
to
that bothers
accept
me so
what
much.
is
Right, the right and the wrong.
about
it's-
the wrong things to be racist
No, what you just said is the right way to go about life.
is
You were finishing it.
is the right thing about life is just going out and just talking to like opening up.
Sure,
not
sure,
opening
sure.
up, but like just being out there.
Accepting.
What about monks?
Listening
Do you
to
think they
people.
live life the wrong way?
No,
They don't go
Good
out.
point.
They don't go
Great
out
point.
and open themselves up to all these other people.
no, I mean no, but they're dedicated to a craft and they've sworn a oath.
So what if like in
They've sworn an
Chinatown?
oath.
In Chinatown, so because they said it to God, it makes it right. But in Chinatown, the woman that owns a a
Do you
Chinese
think that's not
restaurant.
right?
Let me finish. In Chinatown, the family that owns a Chinese market doesn't want to explore the world, doesn't want to open up, just wants to go about their life feeding their community.
and that's fine.
Is that right or wrong?
No, that's fine.
Okay, so you didn't mean it when you said earlier.
I
that
think they're limiting themselves, but hey,
limiting,
that's fine.
but that's limiting. Is
However,
is an accurate word.
if they have a shop, multiple people are going to come in. Like it's mostly in the Chinatown area,
Yeah.
but tourists are going to come in. Different,
Yeah,
Here's
and
what I say,
They'll probably
Justin.
happily serve them.
and
can I
they'll
add
be
to
more than
your-
happy to like
Yeah.
interact with them, right?
Let me add to your sentiment.
They don't have to go out to interact with people, like and learn from people.
But they might not.
Like we have to. Like we don't have storefronts.
Tell me if you agree with what I'm about to say.
My ass hurts.
I think that
Your
this
ass
is
hurts?
this is my personal belief, right? I think people should acknowledge our differences
Mm-hmm.
and take pride in those. Like there's nothing wrong with you saying, "Hey, look, you know what? You're Indian and you come from XY background, blah blah blah,
Right.
and I'm Irish, or if I'm Filipino, who gives a shit? It doesn't even matter. Let's take pride in our differences. That's what actually makes us unique. That's what makes us a special.
Yeah.
But to say that, to say that, let's be blind to all those things. There's something fucking wrong with that. I want to acknowledge the fact that Brandon's Cambodian. I want to acknowledge that some of our guests are black. I want to acknowledge that's what actually makes it unique. There's nothing wrong with talking about those things. Hey, listen, if you're black and you like to fucking dance and rap and whatever the fuck you like to do,
it's not.
great,
Yeah,
cool.
like I
Those are
said,
stereotypes, but
get out and the word like get out there is, or the phrase get out there is just like a term. Like get out there. You could sit here and have people come in here. That's getting out there, of different races and
Yeah,
different religions and
absolutely.
creeds.
We don't discriminate, bro. We have everybody on.
Well, you're discriminating on me right now
Why?
because you don't think racism's a thing.
I didn't say racism isn't a thing. I was curious as to understand why
He was
you
diving
felt
into
certain
your mind.
things were right and wrong.
If I hated fat people, I'd be a bigot. Get it?
But I don't think there's anything
that's
wrong
actually
with
pretty
hating
funny.
fat
I like
people.
that.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
creative.
Yeah.
I don't think there's wrong with hating.
That was
anything wrong
actually-
with
I
hating
Right?
fat people.
Yeah, it took a second. It took a second for everybody.
I didn't think
but
about that.
I love you, but like but you get it.
He's like, I don't hate fat people. I love you.
but you get, it's open yourself up because a lot of people, it's ignorance, right? We always come back to that. It's
Is it ignorance?
People don't understand
What it
other
is,
people.
bro, is it's culture. It's what we understand. Is what we're taught and we believe because we've learned it. It doesn't make it right or wrong, though.
Right,
It just means it's
exactly.
what is right to us. Let me ask you. Let me give you another example. Is it right or wrong to hit your kid?
I'm not a father.
Exactly.
I can't say. I'm not going to touch on that.
But by definition,
sorry.
right or
Good
wrong
point.
means there isn't a gray area.
I'm
If it's
sorry.
right, if what you believe is right or wrong, then you said earlier you said morality. Some things are just right and wrong. That means there
It's not
can't
that
be a
black.
gray area.
But that's not some things.
That's one very specific thing. But
that's-
if that thing
that's
can't
not-
inherently be right or wrong,
that's
then
not
right
on
or
the
wrong
list of
doesn't
right or
exist.
wrong.
Exactly,
Right or
you're
wrong
right.
is only a
hitting your
combination a
kids?
culmination of beliefs. Yeah.
hitting your kids.
Is it right or wrong? Because if you can't answer that black and white, then right or wrong doesn't exist. It's only a set of beliefs.
Right.
Right. Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
so-
that's
And let me be clear. I agree with everything that you're saying. Like, I don't agree with racism. I don't hate any group
Yes,
of
you
people
do.
because of who they
No,
are.
no. You turn your.
I
You
just
actually
want
tell
he's racist.
You
I
actually
wanna-
told me like, yo, I gotta end this.
actually told
I gotta
me.
end this at 10:00 because you go. I got a Klan rally to go to. Like
Yo, shit.
apparently he's bringing the baked goods tonight.
First of
for the
all,
Christmas
You ever heard
party.
that?
we
You
know that that's bullshit because he would never be invited
No.
to a Klan rally.
I was like, what's that white hood over there? You go, don't worry about it.
Yeah. Just go in the backyard and burn that cross for me.
The very fact that he's a mixed breed, he
lit.
would
Nope, I was
never
like,
ever
oh,
be
that's
fucking.
Christmas. Like, no, that's a burning cross, bro.
You ever hear that Bo Burnham song? It's a Klan cookout. A Klan cookout.
Yo, I'm fucking half Irish. I would not be invited to a Klan rally. So like that's just.
No,
I don't know,
I
bro.
thought you were
some-
because
got
Pilates
some
got a +1.
pasty ass fingers, bro. You could probably pass.
I can't pass in a Klan rally with
I'm
my
with the hood,
pasty ass
yeah,
fingers.
with those fingers, yeah.
Hey,
with the
listen,
hood.
look,
I mean-
with the hood.
here's-
With the hood,
Hey,
fingers, and face only, I think you make it.
Hell nah, are you crazy?
I mean, they
Bro,
just
my own people didn't even accept me over in Ireland. They were like, "Fuck it, you
Well,
get
go
out of here, you
find-
Spanish Mexican."
that's the
Yankee."
Klan. Right? Go find people that will accept you. Go find people that will accept you.
I don't give a shit about either or.
This is
This is fun.
racism and all that shit. That's tough.
Racism,
That's fucking
sexism.
tough. That's
You know, the bottom line is
Oh, I
if
know.
you break it down to its simplest form, you're talking about just culture clashes. It's not there are people that actually hate people because of their race or whatever. Fuck those people. That's a minority. That's a fringe population, right?
there's a lot of people that don't like people.
You're saying a lot of people, but can you back that up by statistic?
Well, can you back up
Look at how
by
people vote.
statistics that it's a minority?
Look at how people vote.
You're both
point.
kind of,
No, good point.
You're
Good
both
point.
just
No,
saying
no,
what you believe
actually,
to be true.
touche.
Look at how
touche.
people vote. Look like
But even I don't even
America's-
fault. Hold on, I don't even.
You think
believe,
America's racist?
parts of America are racist.
I don't, bro. We just had a black president.
Holy shit, bro.
100%.
I don't even fault people. Like, we're talking about a lot of people that may be racist and just inherently hate people because of the color of their
There
skin.
always will be racism.
Hold on,
There
but
always will be.
those
Facts.
people,
I agree with you
Always.
those people are typically brought up in that way, so they've been indoctrinated with a set of beliefs.
Conditioned.
Yeah, man. So
That's what I said.
all it is just changing your beliefs, but it still doesn't make them wrong for that. That's
And-
just that's right to them. That's
How
everything
hard
they've
is it?
been taught. Bro.
How hard is it? It's hard.
Think about
It's
this,
hard.
man. You don't touch a stove because you were taught that shit was
Boom.
hard.
Boom.
If
Good.
you go to one part of the world where they're like, "Hey, man, you
Boom.
gotta touch this stove," you're gonna be like, "Fuck that."
Boom.
Like that's stupid. Well, it's stupid where you're from, but here it's like a rite of passage.
Yeah, yeah.
Because we're Indians.
I want to go back really fast. You believe that America as a country is racist?
No, not as a country, but America has
the least
racism.
racist country in the world.
America
Every country
has
racism.
America has racism.
It always will.
Of course. And,
Every
and we
country
always
has
will.
racism,
We
right?
always will. We always will.
Would you agree that every
It's not
country has
racist.
racism?
Not every country.
Not every country. I'm not like
Hold on, let's
Wait,
think
hold on.
Let's think
Let's-
through every country. We could probably find some that are just so small, bro. There's not really foreigners.
I guess what I'm trying to get at is the fact.
I
that,
mean-
like,
I mean-
when you say
Let's think.
what's going on in the Middle East right now is horrible, but
What do you mean?
the xenophobia, all that shit. You know,
What is
the-
xenophobia? Who's afraid
It's
of
like-
xenon?
It's like a
Xeno.
they don't
religious
like
hate. It's
making
re-
copies on the Xerox.
no,
machine.
it's religious
Xerox
hate, I
phobia.
think. It's religious hate.
Xenon girl.
It's-
So xenophobia is hate of a certain
I
religion.
do believe am I right?
Oof, that's tough because some religions literally like
So the Gaza
teach you
Strip,
to.
with Israel and Palestine. They're hating, like they've always hated each other, and now they're, you know,
Who's right and who's wrong in that conflict?
I'm not getting involved in that. I'm not going to reckon on that because
Okay.
they're both killing each other. They're both killing each other's kids and
Yeah.
women. Yeah, see, I got it right.
What is that?
So I'm
What
smart.
is it? The dislike or what is that? I'm sorry. Dislike of or prejudice against people from other countries.
Perceived as
Oh,
being
so
foreign or
it's like
strange.
racism.
Yeah.
No, hold on, wait.
Where's the word religion in there? I thought it was about religion.
Prejudice against people from other countries.
Wait? Can we,
Which
can we
religion?
rewind
So what's
really fast?
racism? Just basically skin color only?
Yeah.
Oh, so
Xenophobia. It says
Wow.
You could be,
Okay, I just
you
learned
could be an
something.
African American and get hated on. You could be a Mexican American and get hated on. You could be
you can be
Whatever you are.
xenophobic because I don't care what color you are, but if you're from this country, I just don't fuck with you, regardless of your color.
hold on.
If you're
Racism is,
Ukrainian
hey, if you're
and
this color,
if
you're
you're
this
Ukrainian,
race.
come
Can
over
we
here,
can we go back
you hate
really
'em.
fast to the actual definition
It's
of
still there,
xenophobia?
bro.
Says dislike or prejudice against people from other countries. Who gives a flying fuck if somebody doesn't like other countries based on, you know what I'm saying? Like that to me, that's just like fluff.
Well, didn't we
That's
buy
just
the, weren't we building the wall because of the xenophobia?
Or I don't know, is it xenophobia or is it security at that point?
I don't know.
Because listen, nobody was ever saying that, hey, Mexicans can't come. We don't want Mexicans here. It's we don't want Mexicans here that are not like vetted and through the proper channel. Because xenophobia, like if we were truly xenophobic, it'd be like, no, just don't ever come.
Did you vote for Trump?
Yeah.
But according to what he's saying, does that matter? Does that?
I don't vote from the wall though. I just refuse to vote for a woman.
See, that's even
Is it worse, bro? I mean, shit. Pick your poison.
well, like yeah, because that's 50-50. Like women and men. That's just hating a gender.
I've heard the word xenophobia thrown around so much, and now that I realize what
Now
the
you know what
actual
it means.
definition of it is, I'm like, it's just made up fluffy
Yeah,
bullshit.
right.
Well, no, it's a real word.
No, I'm saying
It's a real word,
It's a real
but-
word, but I'm saying like the actual reason behind it. When somebody says, "Oh, you don't like them because of this," so what? I have the right to not like somebody for whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit if it's their skin color. I don't care if it's their belief system. I
I
don't give a
think
shit if
anybody's
it's the
challenge-
food that they eat,
But
the
And that's
clothes
my
that they wear.
point. And that's my
challenging
point.
your right to not like somebody.
See,
Yeah,
and
so
that's my point.
Who gives a fuck?
Don't like people because you got out there and learned about them. Who gives a shit? I don't give a
That
fuck.
doesn't mean that I don't know about them. That just means that's my preference.
No. I'm saying like you don't like them because of their
Where they're from.
opinions or beliefs or this and that and the other.
Yeah,
Like-
those are great reasons not to like somebody.
Like I hate
But so
Yankees
is
fans.
where they're from.
I hate Yankees fans.
But who are you to determine where the line is on why you
I'm
can or
not.
can't like someone?
I'm not.
You're saying it's wrong to like somebody because of where they're from.
To me,
Okay. As long as you end it with that, I'm
To
with
me.
you. To you.
and I think that's
That's where right or wrong lies. the
that's
lie.
where like and
But as long as
Interpretation,
you can also
subjective.
acknowledge that you're in the grand scheme of
That
things, you're
other
right or
people
wrong
believe-
doesn't matter.
other people believe that I'm wrong. That's fine
This is
too.
a deep-ass
I don't
conversation.
really give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to say, I walk out every day
Sure.
in life. I
Yeah.
say today, I'm gonna do my best
Yeah.
and make people around me. I'm gonna try at least.
No.
Xenophobic.
The opposite of that.
Racist. Yeah.
Anti-xenophobic.
I like where you're going with this.
I'm gonna make them hate white people. No, I'm gonna make them
Flip that.
feel worthwhile. I'm gonna put. All I do is spread little things. Like it's like
of course.
like
Of course.
holding the door for someone, smiling at someone that was a total stranger.
Let me
Hey,
ask you
so-
something.
You know,
Okay,
just
go
just
ahead.
adding value
ask
to
you a
someone's
question.
life. I don't
If
give
you
a
hold the
fuck
door
who-
for somebody and
it
they don't
selfish?
say thank you, how do you respond?
So
How do you react?
two
How do you
years ago,
feel?
I used to be like the fucking scumbag, but now I go. I think about it like a Seinfeld thing, like oh they didn't say thank you, but I now since I've grown on emotional intelligence and like the 4 agreements and all that shit. Hey, fuck it. Something's wrong with them today, and they didn't say thank you. Hopefully, and I hope that they 30 seconds later they go, oh shoot, I didn't say thank you.
Right.
So
And
why
then they
are
do
you? Why
something
do
else
you
for
hold the
somebody
door
else.
for them?
To pay it forward.
So you're doing it as a selfless act,
Big time.
or you don't think it's selfish at all?
It's not for me
No.
at all.
What is that thanks for then? If you're holding the door expecting a thanks, is it really
I
for
don't
them or is
expect
it
the
for you?
things. I don't expect anything.
Okay.
I expect them, and this is, I'm like,
I don't expect anything.
I'm on an
expect them
island
to.
here with like, my belief here.
Why?
I think that if I do something for somebody, and I might be ignorant, that hopefully,
I don't think it's ignorant.
hopefully,
It's your perception.
I just hope that even if I smile at somebody or like whatever it is, a stranger, just hope that they feel worthy of it and they acknowledge it and they go and they feel better for it. But also, it brightens their day where they're able to brighten someone else's day.
All right, you're drunk as fuck.
No, that's deep, right? That's deep.
Yo, you don't say some shit and then say, "Yo, that's deep, bro." Drunk ass motherfucker. Yo, that's deep, bro. I fucking love you, JP.
It's it brightens someone else. It's pay it forward type thing. And if they don't, fuck it. We
Yeah.
got plenty. Like one time I sat. I was getting my car done, and I went to the work mall. I sat at Buffalo Wild Wings for like 2 hours. Was watching a
Fuck their wings, by the way. Anyway, go ahead.
yeah. I got a couple.
You throw doodle wings at me.
I got a couple of beers. I was watching a college football game. It was a
Yeah.
Saturday. I talked to somebody, an old Italian guy, who was going through a divorce, and I just sat there and listened to him. Listened to him. He started the conversation about the game, and then all of a sudden we started going on.
The game, the rapper, or the game?
No, like a game, a college football game. Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. This is how we do it.
That's Montel Jordan.
It is. Yeah.
Sorry, they all look alike. I get it, bro.
No, it's
I
this
get it.
is how we do. Yeah. Good
This
job.
is
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, go
That was
ahead.
a-
You
that was a
finish your
text.
story. Well, you-
And I'm an introvert, and I'm like, yeah, I'll listen. The easiest thing for introvert, or at least me, I'll listen all day.
sure. Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
give a fuck.
I don't. You're not an introvert, bro. You're very expressive. You're overt about your opinions.
No, when I have
Well,
to
we got
be.
him in. We got him on a podcast. He's drinking. It's something about.
but it's voluntary. Like you.
Yeah, but you
you're
gotta
coming
bring-
on the
but
podcast
I
to
owe
express
you-
Do
yourself.
you know
I
what
owe
an
you guys
introvert is, bro?
something,
What is it? You think an introvert just like hides in a corner and doesn't speak?
I
Yeah,
owe
like a
you-
hermit.
But like
No,
me personally, I
no.
owe you guys something, so I have
can-
to.
well,
I
you
have to
don't-
come.
you don't know
I have to
what's
come
in it.
with it, right?
No.
Like I'm not gonna
But I
sit
mean-
here and be like, sure.
You can be.
Yeah.
I acknowledge and appreciate your
This
difference
is hard
of
for me.
opinion.
This is hard for me. Yeah.
That's what an introvert. Like
This is fucking
very
tough.
uncomfortable,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I respect
What are
it.
you
I
talking
appreciate
about?
it.
Talking about
Like
how
just-
you feel.
just talking about shit. This is tough.
Well, I'm proud of you for doing it.
Thank you.
stop being a bitch,
And I appreciate you guys having me on.
I mean, you're a blast, bro. This has been a lot of fun. It's getting late though.
I hope
It
so.
is.
Oh, have we?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's almost 10, right, Bram? What time is it?
We're at 2 hours and 12 minutes in.
Jesus.
Yo, so you crossed the 2-hour mark though, man. That's
I
good.
do it?
And it's what I love about it, bro. Everything is organic. You'll know.
It's
You'll know
raw.
when something's whack. If you ever see one of our episodes and it's like an hour and 20 minutes, you know that was like, all right.
No, this
person ain't saying
I
shit.
can talk organically because I don't talk that much.
I would never
so,
ever say that you were an introvert.
Yeah,
I'm like, bro,
I had to
you're-
bring it. I
You just
owe-
opened up and just you're talking
Sometimes-
about your opinions, what you believe.
but
That's
I-
awesome, bro.
I do care
Fuck that.
about
Fuck
what
what
people,
everybody. Fuck what
think of
everybody
you.
thinks.
I care about what people think of me, and that you guys
Fuck
had.
that, man.
You
We
guys
all
have
do.
time.
We all do.
to some
and
degree.
You guys
all
have
do.
time in your
Yeah.
day to record this and
Yeah.
have me on. So I have to step out of my shell here and
That's
there.
cool.
You know,
Hey, respect,
You
bro.
know, right?
We'll do one next time, more up your alley, and we'll all just sit here silently.
What's my alley?
Introverted. We'll do an introvert
And
edition
just-
of the podcast.
And just sit here and just
Just breathe.
Sure.
All right.
yeah.
I just want to make you feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no hand no money on the mind.
But honestly, like as an introvert, it's all about the people you surround yourself with too.
Absolutely.
Because
You
my
a weed smoker?
yeah, big time.
Oh, okay.
My friends,
You cannot be a
my
fucking introvert when you're smoking.
family. No, you can. Jesus Christ.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I gotta smoke with you. We'll talk about some shit.
I got deep. Like on mushrooms, I get deep too. Like I
Yeah,
talk about
yeah,
a bunch
yeah.
of bullshit, you know. I talk about a bunch of
No, this
bullshit.
is like
But anyway, like you know, it's as an
You guys
because
are
you're
introvert.
making a
connecting
date.
on two dudes.
As an introvert,
fucking connecting
You
on
guys are going on some deep.
human
He's like,
level.
yeah, you should hang
I'm not
out
trying
with
to
me.
suck his
I
dick.
can
I'm
go
on.
deep. I can go real deep.
I can go real deep on you.
You're like, yeah,
like,
man.
like as an introvert, like I'm not here for like entertainment. Like I'm just here to like help. Like
I think you're.
you guys,
but you
had-
are entertaining.
I appreciate the fact that you guys had me on. You didn't
I
have to have me
appreciate
on.
you taking time out of your day to come on the podcast.
didn't have to have me
and
on
come
at
on,
all.
Jay.
All right, cut the
You
shit.
didn't. Shh.
The only thing better would have been if you put your finger on my lips, brother.
Grab my bottom lip.
Just bring it down. Yeah.
All right, but yo, go
Love
ahead.
it.
Get
Love
that.
it.
No,
love
get
you.
that Jerry Springer
like,
final
you know,
thought out.
yeah, so as an introvert, like you know, like you want to surround yourself with people that are comfortable with you, or like
Yeah,
you
man.
feel comfortable with. And I sat down here,
judgments.
like, and I don't even know Jay
That's right.
until tonight, you know.
Consider yourself
But
lucky.
I felt comfortable with you, you know.
Respect.
And then over
You're like,
time,
you know, if he's my brother, he's
Shit.
your brother.
right? Exactly. It was more like association type of shit. So I sat down here, we dapped up. Let's go. And
Let's
I
go,
was
baby.
more like ready to go open about anything. It's all about mentality when you come into it, you know?
Yeah.
The game.
You'd be surprised, man. We have a
And you
lot
guys
of
make
people.
it easy too. You guys will make it a lot
Thank
easier than what it would be.
I appreciate that because
Definitely.
I think what that shows is we,
natural.
we provide like a comforting, non-judgmental environment,
space.
Yes.
a safe space. But that sounds like a pussy when you say that.
No,
I
no,
hate
no,
the
no,
word
it's
safe
more
space.
like
Like
an
now, I just want to insult people.
I know,
You're
I
an
know,
introverted bitch.
Yo, you're a
fucking
fucking
pussy.
asshole, bitch, motherfucker.
It's an open space. It's an open.
Okay, open sounds a bit more masculine. My masculinity can't handle that safe space.
It's a
word.
safe space.
This is not a safe space.
It's
This is
definitely
not a
not.
safe
Come
space.
on
You
this
get roasted
podcast.
on this fucking shit.
No, but in all reality, it does feel good to know that somebody that's typically uncomfortable in this environment will come with us, or sit with us, I should say, and feel comfortable among us. You
Who's
know?
coming on who?
All right, calm down. Why are you gay?
Why are you gay?
You not read the. I've named all books.
Yeah, that's good. Name 10 books. Okay, idiot. Name 3 books.
It's not
One
the name
book,
of the book.
One
This-
book. Name one book for
That's
me, you
not the name of the
fat
book.
idiot.
That's not the name of the book. Game of Thrones. It's not the name of the book.
Yeah. Yo, I've never heard it with an Indian accent.
Is it good?
It's not the name of the book.
And see, no, I can't even do it. I
Name 10 books.
can't even do it.
You had to fucking do it. I knew we couldn't go a whole fucking episode without you fucking doing it.
I can't even do an Indian accent. I don't think. Oh, poo, right? Ready?
Well, it's not an accent for you. You just speak.
No, I
bro.
don't. Do I have an
Just
Indian?
speak normally.
I'm trying. I am.
Just sell a Slurpee, guy.
Can you look up racism real quick and just put the definition of racism?
Oh shit!
Would you? Welcome to the Quickie Mart. You know,
Oh my
Yo,
god,
you're
that's
horrible,
terrible, bro.
right?
Fuck,
Right? Bat. Dude.
This is fugazi shit.
That's
You weren't
right.
born in India, bro.
No
That's
shit.
wild.
You are not Punjab.
No, I've been Americanized, but you. motherfuckers-
Quickie Mart.
He's like, hey, hurry
Would
up
you
and
like a
buy.
squishy?
Squishy. All right, listen.
That's what he says. That's what he says. That's what he says.
No, it's a
Everybody,
It's a squishy.
JP, we love you.
squishy.
Thank you for coming
Hey,
on.
no,
This has been
thank
a
you for
blast.
having me. I appreciate both of you.
If you're out there listening, thank you.
Oh,
We're gonna have Brandon play the outro, and you're gonna hear music, and you won't hear us
One,
anymore.
Hey, can I just
two,
can I just say?
Three.
Oh,
Oh,
Go ahead.
Did
Give
you
me a
get a
shout
final
out.
thought in, or did you already kill it? Go ahead.
okay, shout out if you guys are ever in Wakefield. Shout out to New Wave, Rhode Island. Or New Wave.
Oh, your shirt. Show the hat in the camera. Yeah,
Yeah,
show
yeah,
the logo.
please.
My bad. I'm so
New
sorry
Wave.
about that. New Wave Kitchen.
New Wave Kitchen.
Oh, what is
It's-
that? What is that? Your thing?
No, it's
Let him
it's-
explain it.
It's a
Yeah.
buddy of mine's restaurant. Matt, Alex. It's Asian bistro type of shit, and
Yeah, buy
it's
that.
pokies, it's buns, it's
Oh, I gotta go over there.
Yeah.
Based on
it's
that logo, it looks like they
fire.
probably specialize in like really fresh seafood or
oh,
something.
they
Yo, I
buy
love
all
buns.
their seafood and all their vegetables from. They buy their seafood from the people in Kansas City, right off the pier.
Really?
They buy their
How are their
vegetables and
buns,
all
though?
that stuff.
Do they have lobster?
Yes, they do sometimes.
Or do they have
seasonally.
like non-breaded fish?
Yes.
All right,
Yeah.
I
Oh
can
yeah.
go
Yeah.
fuck
Yeah.
with it.
There's salmon and tuna and can be non-breaded. You can special order stuff. It's just fire. And they specialize in ramen bowls. So
What is it
during
called
the-
again?
fuck
Say it
with
again.
New Wave.
New
New
Wave
Wave
Kitchen on
restaurant.
Instagram?
a New Wave Kitchen in, yes, they are.
On Instagram, so we'll
In-
check them out.
In Wakefield. So please.
We'll tag them. I'll tell you what. We'll
And
go.
I appreciate you guys for letting me do that.
No, plug it
Instagrams.
away,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
New Wave Kitchen on Instagram.
I have no
Absolutely.
ownership on
One of
them.
the
I'll tell you
benefits
what,
of being
Jay-
on.
Yeah, I have no
Jay
ownership
and I
on
are
them.
actually gonna go. We'll go together
I would-
probably in the
it's-
next
We're
couple
gonna get a
weeks.
reaction video.
It's
We'll go.
BYOB, but now they just
Oh,
got their
shit.
they just got their liquor license finally after a year of dealing with. But like you can still
I want to go to a
BYOB.
BYOB. You can still BYOB. I
yeah,
want to go to a
yeah,
BYOB
yeah,
place, bro. I'll get
Where are
it.
they located at? What?
In downtown Wakefield, off of Main
Wakefield, okay,
Street.
Wakefield.
So Rhode
I
Island,
fucks with
Rhode
Wakefield.
Island, Wakefield, Rhode
Yeah,
Island.
well, we'll do. We'll go check it out. Drop a
Down
little
in the
video
south.
for it, and then if it's good, maybe we can talk about them even sponsoring the cast because I don't like giving. We can't keep talking about them and encourage
No, I
encourage them
get
if
it.
they
I
suck.
get it. I get it. I
No,
get
no,
it.
no. If we don't
sponsors,
like
yeah.
them, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I don't care if they
yeah,
don't
yeah.
sponsor, but I can't
Yeah.
promote something I haven't actually tried and like.
We'll just tell them to put the
When's
money.
the
up.
last time you went to a restaurant and didn't like it?
Are you kidding me? Most of them. Most of them.
Look
Cut
at
his whole
look
part
at
out.
look
Cut
for
it-
like
everything he said today.
cut it.
We're gonna, those Dateline NBC. We're blurring his whole shit. He's anonymous.
I love you, JP. I love you, Pilardi.
JP baby, JP squared with O'Leary.
With O'Leary.
Listen
No,
to the
no,
podcast.
no.
It's
No,
the-
JP O'Leary
the
and
JP2 podcast.
Boom, boom.
You keep saying you're introverted, bro. Are we done?
That's not a word.
No.
Introversive.
No, you guys
Are
make
we
me
done?
like I'm introverted
No,
around
what?
strangers. Like it sucks.
Oh, we're still on.
Oh,
you keep
outro. I'm
saying.
all scratching my balls and shit.
I know, right?
Outro,
I think
bro.
I heard you scratch your
Bye.
balls. Yo, you keep saying you're. Whether we're on the mic, fuck the mic for a second.
We're out.
You keep saying you're introverted. You're
Fuck the
actually-
mic.
I don't care about this podcast. Wait, are we still live?
It doesn't matter. Fuck that. We're out.